How are y'all doing on this lovely Monday evening, guys?
This year,
I saw a bird out the window. It had me spooked. How are we doing? Tired, good, muted, man. Honestly. Anyways. So on and so forth. The plan for today. All right, guys. The plan for today. Yes. The plan for the day is we have a couple of videos to get through. I have this horror game that we might get to later. More likely than not, we're gonna get to it. I think it's pretty lengthy. I think it's probably around an hour and a half, 2 hours long. We do know that I am the best gamer to ever do it, so I could probably cut that gaming time in half. That's just how I do. That's how I roll. That's how I operate. But yeah, we pretty much have a straightforward day. You know, sadly we have no Darman or MSA on the schedule for today. You know, that's unfortunate. I know how much y'all love Darman and MSA, especially MSA. Thank you, thank you, for the sub. Up first, we're probably gonna do. I think we might have a tiny bit of true crime later. I don't know. There's this mystery incest video that we might check out. Mystery TikTok incest. I saw the title. I'm like, I have no clue what that means. I might have to watch that, because what do you mean mystery TikTok incest? It just doesn't. It doesn't make sense. But we have Chains for Real. We have car crash celebrity deaths video, which is kind of random, but hey, it is what it is. Mr. Breast, did he drop a video today? It is Saturday. No, it's not. It's Friday. So what do you mean, Mr. Breast? Had me thinking it was Saturday. Type 5 in the chat if you should watch more tomorrow's teaching. Hey, everyone, type 3 in the chat if y'all don't think I should watch tomorrow's teachings. What horror game am I playing? It's called like Yeti Party. Yeah, I'm seeing a whole bunch of threes. I like that. Are you talking about like his Willy Wonka chocolate video? I think I saw that, but it wasn't on the main channel, so I didn't really pay any mind to it. Yeah, that's probably what you're talking about. Yeah, on Mr. Breast too. Oh no, that was 10 days ago. He said 3 days. He hasn't posted nothing. $1 billion chocolate factory. I know some people were foaming at the mouth when they saw that one. $1 billion chocolate. Chocolate. I remember back in the day where we used to beat off the chocolate. Regardless. How much? Oh, whoa. Slow your roll. How much for y'all to eat this? Just a bowl full of worms. Thank you, Elge, for the sub. For a 5 gifted. You're so awesome. Yes, you are. How much for y'all to eat this? I think a bowl of worms. I could let it glide down the throat for 500. Yeah. I think I could sauce my throat up for like 500. 5,000 billion. What does that even mean, bro? What do you mean? $8 for a bowl of worms? $8? 8? You have COVID? I hope you feel better, Alegba. Borderlands is garbage. I've only ever heard good things about it. Regardless, let's get into the videos. Okay. Working at a summer camp.
Honestly, bro, I'm not scared of much. I'd go skydiving, I'd swim with the sharks, run with the lions, fight a gorilla, beat
Yes, I think yeah, I could probably press a gorilla, but everything else that's not it's not my
Some
type.
ass and not even
It's not
get
my
my
body.
ass eaten. No, I would not.
Like by the gorilla, or are you just talking about in general? Like by the gorilla, or do you mean in general?
The fuck? Wait, no. I mean, I'd even get my ass beaten, bro. But if there's
Okay.
one thing that leaves me scared shitless, it's a. But one day when I was 15 years old, my friends and I went to the
all of
gas
us have
station
one
to
of
get
those.
nothing more than a pack.
In fact, I think we should all start working double shifts, right? So y'all know I stream typically twice a day, 5 hours each. Now I'm gonna start streaming twice a day, 10 hours each. Instead of 40-hour work weeks, we should have 80-hour work weeks. You know what I'm saying? I feel like we're not working hard enough. You know, that's what I feel. 20-hour streams a day. I'm not living up to my true potential, and you weren't either. Oh, you want to be in school from like what, 9 to 3? How about you go to school 9 to 3, then come back and it's 6 to 12 or 6 to 1. You get your 2-hour break, and then I think I'm on to something. I think if we just double up how often we work and how often we go to school, we'll get so stressed out that we die faster so we don't have to live in this cruel world. I'm spitting. Thank you, Alagaba, for the gifted.
Of Reese's. All right, your total will be $2.50. Hey,
For
boy,
what?
step back. I
what?
got this. Put it on my car, bro. Oh, okay.
Wait, $2.50 for Reese's?
Oh, all right.
Is that for real?
You know, I don't think your machine's working, bro. Hey, kid. I hate
You mean
to
I'm
make
paying over $1 for a Reese's
the
cup?
news to you, you know what I'm saying? But I think your broke ass needs to get a job. No! So I got my first job at Jim Jordan's, and I was grinding, bro.
Yeah.
I made every coffee fresh, every customer happy, every toilet squeaky clean. I was putting the potato wedges in a goddamn bag until I'd stacked up my first few bands, and I'd never seen this much money in my life. I thought I was rich, bro. So I quit my job.
Wait, so what? You got your like 2-3 paychecks and then quit immediately, bro? You work for 3 months and then quit immediately? Lord.
And then the government took some bands. I bought a few Fortnite skins, one ugly ass t-shirt, and before I knew it, I ended up
Wait, the taxes wasn't taking out your paycheck? Isn't that how it's supposed to be? When you work a job like this, like the taxes are already supposed to come out, right?
Where I started. Damn, dude, you fucking suck. Your broke ass still needs to get a job, bro. Man. Firstly, my name is Chains, and I would love to work here at this summer camp.
All right, Chains, do you know how to read?
Yes, sir.
Do you speak English?
I do.
Can you count to 10?
Indeed.
Can you ride a bike?
Of course.
Do you like little kids?
Yeah, no. Oh, no, wait, no, yeah. Well,
What answer do you want from me, man? What answer do you want? Elaborate. What do you mean by like?
no. No. Final answer, no.
All right, you're fired.
Wait, no, I
You love kids.
little kids.
Yeah, you
All
love.
right, you're
Yeah,
hired.
you love
Now
kids.
take this helmet
Exactly.
and teach those kids how to ride some goddamn bike.
Is that like a anime-eyed strawberry? Yeah.
Okay, yeah, thank you. Really quick, how much do I get paid?
Oh, I mean, as little as legally possible. Now get to work, buddy.
Hi. My boss threw my
The
ass.
thing is, like, yeah, the thing, some of those kids, some of their parents might be breaded. So while the kids are sleeping, you can really go through their backpacks and lunchboxes and scavenge for any loose change, right? And when you really think about it, you're probably doubling your salary based off of that alone, because kids are forgetful. They're not going to remember like, oh, I have my $5 here. And then the parents are going to be like, Tommy, I knew you wouldn't remember. I knew you weren't going to remember to keep up with the money. And then you can it's an easy lick.
Straight into the deep end, bruh. No training, no nothing. Now, what's crazy is every other worker went to a training camp and was taught exactly what to do and exactly what to say. But one of those dudes quit last minute, and they needed anybody
How long
to
does
fill
summer
in,
camp
and that's
really
the only
last?
reason
Have
they
any of y'all went to summer camp? Like, how long does summer camp typically last?
hired your boy. Anyways, I grab a bike, go outside, and there I see my group of 5 little 5-year-olds waiting for me. And I can see the hopes and dreams of learning to ride a bike glistening in
Yours
each and
was
every
all
one of
summer? A month? I thought they lasted like a week, maybe 2. Okay, so the parents was like, we need to enjoy our summer too. We're shipping our kids to summer camp. We don't feel like dealing with them. We didn't deal with them during the school year because every time they came home, one of us left for work, right? So we already didn't deal with them during the school year, but now it's summer. Now there's no excuse to deal with our children. So you know what we're gonna do? We're gonna send them to camp all summer. And by the time they come back, school is back and we don't have to deal with them anymore. Again. And we're going to do this cycle for the next 25 years. We're going to do the cycle for the next, how long often would you go to summer camp? Probably till like you're like 13 or something. 14? We're going to do this cycle until high school. And then we're going to pretend to like our kids. Just kidding. Over the summer, they're going to get a job. So after summer camp, after sending our kids to camp for 14 years, they're going to get a job illegal at the age of 14, and then we still don't have to deal with them. Oh, yes. Now I know how to get away with being a parent. Now that makes parenting so much easier. Just send them somewhere. As soon as your child turns like one years old, as soon as it starts to walk, send it to a daycare. As soon as your child starts talking, send it to summer camp. Send it to school. Your child wants to learn how to be an adult? Send it to college. Don't have to deal with it no more.
Their little eyes, and I didn't want to let these little motherfuckers down, so I wasted no time and got straight to work. Listen, it's simple. You get on your bike and you just start pedaling. Like, look at me go. Right, guys?
Yeah,
shit.
they're
Listen,
five,
teaching
bro.
one
They're
kid to
five.
ride a bike is legwork. You grab the seat, you push them, they pedal, they fall, then you pick them up and start gaslighting their ass. Like, wow, buddy, you did an amazing job. I've never seen somebody sweep the floor with their face before, man.
Yep.
Next time you
Gotta
can use your
gas
hands,
'em.
though. Thank you. But the real problem is having 5 different kids with 5 different personalities and skill levels. Because the first
And
kid
5 different levels of coordination. He has a Cars helmet. I have full faith in him.
was named Miles. But he couldn't ride a bike for 5 feet. Then we had a kid named Noah who didn't know a single thing about how to brake. Parker, who couldn't park for shit. We even had a kid named Noel. But his little ass couldn't stop taking L's. And James. But it was just one motherfucker, bro. Like, why is your name plural, bro? Where's the other one at? So my group's out here looking like 5 chimpanzees on bikes with one bigger chimpanzee.
I think I rode on training wheels until probably 6. And one day I took them off because I was like, man, I'm too old for training wheels. And I hopped on that bike and I just started riding. I'm like, wow, it was this easy the whole time? Like, it was actually this easy? Like, I was overthinking it the whole time?
Supervising them. And I look over at my coworkers groups, and these motherfuckers are out here biking in perfect unison, weaving through cones. I even seen a little kid doing no hands, bruh. Hey, James, look, no hands. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Hey, James, look, no teeth. So after painting the pavement like Picasso, we get under the shade.
I had this friend, and he would we had this large hill in our neighborhood. But the thing about this large hill is that it led into like an intersection that continue going through the neighborhood and can like to leave the neighborhood. So it's not extremely busy because the neighborhood isn't huge, but like it still has enough car traffic. And bro would go down that hill with no hands. And we would be at the bottom of the hill checking if there's any cars. I'm sitting here like I'm sitting here like he's cock. Like that's why he's doing it. He's cock. They're trying to tell you, Walker, go up there and you try to go do it. You go try to do it, Walker. No. First off, I'm not riding down the hill with no hands because one little tweak and then I'm rolling down a hill with no face. But then you want me to trust y'all if there's going to be a car? I don't trust y'all.
For some lunch break. And talking with these kids was such an interesting experience, bro.
Happy birthday, Lena.
under the shade for some lunch break. And talking with these kids was such an interesting experience, bro, because since I was their biking instructor, they just assumed I knew everything, bro.
Yes.
They changed. Why is the sky blue?
Shit, I mean, it just
And who even decided that it'd be a Monday today?
Oh, that was definitely Abraham
Why
Lincoln.
does my sandwich taste like pennies?
That's the taste of blood, my
And
boy.
what's the biggest number?
Infinity.
How old are you?
300.
What time is it?
12:37.
And why do my parents
They just-
wrestle without any clothes on? Yeah.
Just a bunch of blabbering, bro. You try to tell a kid something and they will spam you with why. I told my little cousin, don't flip off the neighbors. He said, why? Because I'm like, I didn't know how to explain to him. So I'm like, that just means you want to fight. He's like, why? If you say why one more time, I'm going to chuck you down the dam. Okay? So stop asking me why. 2 days later, he wakes up my uncle, flipping him off. And my uncle's like, why are you flipping me off, son? And that child had the audacity to say, Walker told me this means I want to fight. So now he's a flipping off merchant because he likes fighting everything. And it's my fault because I tried to teach a kid something. You can't teach him nothing. You can't.
Yeah, mine too.
So, okay,
Yeah,
time to
so
get back
what's
riding
it?
bikes, bro. But this time when we got back out to riding bikes, I set up a cone drill. All right, group, lock in. Here we got an easy cone drill. You know what I'm saying? I'll show you how it's done. So you just want to go through the cones just like this. You know what I'm saying? I like to call this drill. Oh, fuck.
Wait, what's it called?
I don't know. I think it's called fuck.
Are you sure?
Yep. It's over. It's over.
Yeah, nah, it's definitely called
And,
fuck.
Well,
and
that's
then
a
they're
weird-
gonna go to their parents' house and they're gonna be like, oh, our teacher taught us the new move on our bikes called the oh fuck. And they're gonna be like, your teacher taught you what? And they're gonna say, our teacher taught us this move. It's called the old fuck. And now your whole job is at stake. Your career might be at stake, because who knows what those parents are gonna think that you're talking about.
Name?
Okay, who's gonna fuck next? Yeah, bro. I'm not gonna lie, I dead ass fell. Like there was no type of biking test in order to get the job. All they asked is if I could
What do
ride
you
a
mean
bike, and
biking
I can.
test?
But I did not know we'd be doing NFL drills on these fucking bikes. But needless to say, when the parents came to pick their kids up from the first day of bike camp, they were not impressed. Hey, there's my little man. What did we
What do
learn
you mean?
today?
Oh,
Oh,
Bike
you know, we just
camp.
took the
I
training
thought we
wheels
did summer
off. We got
camp.
started on a few cone
He
drills.
showed us how to fuck.
Yeah, okay,
it's
man.
true.
No,
He
I'm
even
sorry. I'm
demonstrated.
so sorry. This is a catastrophic miscommunication.
And James told me I had the best grip.
Hey,
He
yo,
said
I'm the
that.
handlebars,
Wait, what? No, he
brother.
didn't.
You gotta
He
stress
did
Just
not.
that.
says I have so much potential for a kid my age.
Okay, yeah,
Yeah,
that sounds
same
bad.
here.
That sounds really
And
bad. Why does all
James
this
said
shit
he
sound so
likes
bad?
me better without any teeth.
I'm just trying to cheer him
He
up,
told us
man.
to always use protection before riding.
Okay, that's enough.
He just
Chill. None of them came back, bro.
I mean, I would hope so. In fact, I hope that you never came back either. I hope that you got fired.
So I got a new group, and the best part about this new group of kids is that they were
They
already
made
level
sense.
4, meaning we'd all just bike to the park,
They knew how to-
eat lunch, and then bike back.
Okay.
Damn, bro, that sounds easy as fuck. Surely this couldn't go any worse than your first group, right? Yeah, it does. Yeah, no, it gets worse. It gets so much worse. So for this little journey to the park, I'll pair up with my coworker Natalie. So Natalie's in the front and we got 10 kids in the middle. We'll call them Liam, Ava,
Milo,
Zoe,
Tucker,
Cornelius,
Jackson,
Bradley, Quandale Dingle Jr. the third, and Riley, which is the only name you'll need to remember. So I count
Okay.
up the kids so we don't leave any behind, and as expected, I count 10. So we take off on our journey to
Y'all-
the park, and all these kids
Okay.
were really good at riding. You know, out of the
Did y'all
whole group,
forget
we
someone?
only had one little fall.
That was
But I
you?
just scraped my knee, you know what I'm
Yep,
saying? Like, I didn't even
yep.
cry or anything, bro. It wasn't even that bad. And before I knew it, we made it to the park. We all put our bikes down. Natalie and I ate our lunch while the 10
When I was younger, I always wanted a BMX bike because I was always seeing people do tricks. But I knew dang well I was not going to be able to hit no tricks. So I only had a mountain bike.
Kids ran around and played. Liam and Tucker were playing tag. Zoe and Ava were picking flowers. Meatloaf and Quandale were eating cockroaches. Riley and Cornelius were in the bushes picking berries. And Jackson and Bradley were wrestling. And after a peaceful 45 minutes passed by, Natalie and I round everyone up to get back in line like we started. I count them up so we don't forget anyone. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And we head back to camp. And after a very successful trip, the parents picked their children up one by one until Riley's very sweet mom shows up with a pack of 20 gym bits to thank me for my great work taking care of her child. Hey there, I just wanted to say I appreciate you so much for taking care of Riley today. Yo, what? Thank you so much. You really didn't have to. No, it's my pleasure.
Where's Riley?
Okay, well, thank you so much. So, where's my little guy? Oh, he's right here. My heart drops straight to my stomach, bro. And as I'm looking around for Riley, I'm trying to recall the ride home, and I genuinely just don't remember seeing Riley at all. And that's when I remember.
But that's the thing, though. If you don't want your child to be forgotten, make sure their name isn't Riley. How many Rileys out there do we think of? And we're like, ah, yes, I like Riley. They're such a cool person. Man, I'm going to hang out with Riley later. They don't exist.
I last saw Riley playing in the bushes. And this is when my heart goes back from my stomach and drops down to my testicles, bro. To this day, my heart has never dropped so hard. This woman trusted me with her son, and I don't know where the fuck he is. So, where is he? Man, that right there is a great question. What do you mean that's a great question? You know, all the greatest questions in the world make you think, don't they? Yes. Yeah, right. Okay. And as you ask me this question, I really get to thinking, you know, like I really get to rack in my brain. And well, to be quite frank,
I don't know.
Well, I'm stumped. Okay, what do you mean you're stumped? I don't know where Riley is. What do you mean you don't know where Riley is?
That's not an accurate representation of how a mother feeling after losing her child. Like, that's not accurate. They would be yelling. It would be yelling, maybe even start hitting you.
Do you know where Riley is?
No.
Yeah, not me either.
Can we get ice cream?
Holy fuck, he's right there.
Oh
Holy
my God,
fuck, I knew it. I knew it.
Attack.
Fuck,
I thought this
God, he's right
dumbass
there.
lost you.
I knew it the whole time. He's right there. It's April Fool's.
Give me
Yeah,
these.
take him. Oh my God, Jesus, God bless America. And that was genuinely the day I realized
he's still there.
I can't work a fucking job. I'm not built for that shit, bro. I gotta start a Stickman YouTube channel or some shit.
And that's when he learned that he's just not good with kids. Did he just was he just in a different part of the line? Like, what happened with Riley? How did he just show up out of nowhere? Where was he? Amazing video, Chains for real. And for real, thank you for being Chains. All right, guys. Y'all get to choose what we got going on next, right? So we could go the worst car crash deaths ever, right? We could go the most painful construction deaths ever, right? Or we could go the most painful fast food. Put 1, 2, or 3 in the chat. 1 is car deaths celebrities. 2 is construction. 3 is fast food. 1, 2, or 3. Do a poll? No, I'm eyeballing chat. It's between 2 and 3. It's between 2 or 3. So let's clear out chat. I want y'all to spam H in the chat. Spam H. Let's clear up the chat. All right. So now put 1 for construction deaths and put 5 for fast food deaths. 1 for construction death, 5 for fast food deaths. The video's made by the same person. All right. I'm seeing a lot more 5s. So we're going to do fast food deaths. The most painful fast food deaths ever.
Raise the roof.
What?
It was just another Saturday night
like
in
these?
Harriman, Utah, a quiet suburb 30 minutes outside Salt Lake City. At a local Domino's, orders were taken, pizzas were baked, and both customers and employees alike conversed with each other.
Since I'm closing tonight, can I get the ox?
No.
Bro, please.
No.
So did the roof just fall on him?
No. Stop asking me. Just shut up and make pizzas.
My ox is so good, man. Just look. I got Lil Poom, 6ix9ine, Diddy, and Bebo.
Spend 10 rats on new chain. My Bella do cocaine. I forgot a name.
Bebopa,
Gucci gang.
Bedoa Booty. I also got you and
Bedoa
Miles, man. Just
booty.
please, dude. I want to be on ox tonight.
Shut up. Your taste sucks. That's why your
Bedoa
girl
booty.
left you.
Oh.
Just make the f***ing pizzas.
Oh.
However, amidst all the friendly banter, an SUV tangled in a 3-car accident would veer off its course and smash directly into the Domino's pizza. And as if the crash itself wasn't bad enough, it would also rupture a hidden gas line underneath the building. Within seconds, fire erupted. Bystanders watched in shock.
How did it go from a car crash to swerving? Like, was the Domino's literally on the side of the street? Is there not normally like a parking lot before the building if it's on the side? Like, how did it go straight to the park? Now I might want to eat pizza today, bro. I have to save the pizza for tomorrow. Dang nabbit! I see you and you see me. I see glittery breath. I just wanna see your breath.
As flames consumed the vehicle. Inside, 2 people were trapped. That's when
Jeez.
2 courageous strangers risked their lives, pulling the driver and passenger out
Oh.
minutes before the SUV was swallowed by the fire.
Okay.
As firefighters rushed in, trying to control the blaze, the building exploded.
Why are they? "1:30 a.m. Saturday morning. Where do you live? Why did the firefighter go in there with an axe? Like, that was my question. Until, okay, wow, that's scary. Hey, chat, can y'all look up where it is on Earth that's 1:30 a.m.? Where's where's it at 1:30? Australia? Like, Australia? Japan? 1:30 for you? Yeah. You're from Australia? What countries are 12 hours ahead of East Coast? Oh, nothing popped up. It's 6:30 in the UK. Okay. It's just 6:30 in the UK. You said it's 3:30 in Auts. I lied. It's 19:30. Okay, now we're using military time. Do I look like I'm in the military? Huh? Do I look like I'm in the military? Be for real. Watch Alex Bell mini theories. Is Alex Bell mini theories even, are they good? It's 13. Oh, Blood Money 2. Oh, I'm gonna play that today. I had a horror game planned. I'm gonna play Blood Money 2 today. We're gonna play. Hey, remind me to play Blood Money 2 later instead of the horror game. South Africa at 7:30. Okay. 1930 somewhere in Belgium. Belgium.
The blast tore apart the dominoes, sending debris flying into the night sky.
Wait, it tore apart the dominoes?
The blast tore apart the dominoes.
I forgot it was a pizza place. I was thinking Domino's that was like these. Okay.
Sending debris flying into the night sky and causing significant damage to the businesses next door, a Jimmy John's and a Supercuts.
Goodness.
Miraculously, nobody was injured and everybody survived. Even the firefighters standing near the restaurant when it exploded managed to walk away unharmed. The Domino's, however, was reduced to rubble.
Oh, the other people beside it was
What had been a neighborhood pizza joint became the...
This was the... How what? Okay, so this just gives me even more questions. There wasn't a way to break at all? Like, I'm so confused. I'm actually very confused how we got, like, did they swerve off right over? You know, there's no point in thinking too hard about it. It happened, so it mean it had to be able to happen.
Epicenter of one of Harriman's most destructive accidents. The Mayo incident.
So wait, they said no one died though?
Causing significant damage to the businesses next door, a Jimmy John's and a Supercuts. Miraculously, nobody was injured and everybody survived. Even the firefighters standing near the restaurant when it exploded managed to walk away unharmed. The Domino's, however, was reduced to rubble. What had been a neighborhood pizza joint became the epicenter of one of Harriman's most destructive accidents.
At least no one died.
The Mayo incident. It was supposed to be just another quiet evening shift at a Subway near downtown Atlanta.
The Mayo incident?
The kind of Sunday where the streets slow down and customers trickle in for a late night sandwich. Inside,
did
two young
someone
employees were
uphold
working.
because of mayo? Bro, if someone got a sandwich and it didn't have mayo, so someone uphold, that's gonna be...
Doing their jobs, making food, and chatting with regulars. As the customers sat down to enjoy their food, the door smashed open and a very odd-looking man walked up to the counter to order a sandwich.
No.
What happened next would quickly turn everybody's night into a complete nightmare. With what seemed like an insignificant and easily resolvable issue, tensions began to rise. The disagreement, which could have ended with a simple solution, instead festered, and the customer's anger built up until it boiled over. Words turned into threats. Threats turned into physical exclamations. And before you knew it, the psychopath pulled out a weapon.
I can see the future. I can see the future. He uphold because of mayonnaise.
In seconds, before anyone could react, fate was already sealed. The 26-year-old woman immediately collapsed behind the counter, unfortunately unresponsive, and her 24-year-old co-worker was also terribly struck, but they somehow clung to life. To make it worse, the victim's son was inside the store and witnessed all the horror unfold. Police later arrested the suspect, a 36-year-old man who lived just across the street. He was...
Bro. And you're black. Why? Why?
was charged with multiple felonies and later booked that same night. Investigators said the entire incident started simply because he thought there was too much mayo on his sandwich.
He got the mayonnaise. He got the mayonnaise. It was on the sandwich, but... He got the mayonnaise. He had to be on something. There was no way he was sober. There's no way he was sober. Police were called in a restaurant near Mercedes-Benz Stadium in downtown Atlanta.
Wild Wings.
If I lost my mom to mayonnaise, bro, I think mayonnaise would forever be a trigger. Like forever. Like it would always be a trigger, dog.
Was just after 5:30 p.m. at a Buffalo Wild Wings. It was just after 5:30 p.m. at a Buffalo Wild Wings in Burlington, Massachusetts. The dinner rush was minutes away, and employees were scrambling to prep the floor, the food, and the restaurant. That's when a simple routine cleaning would escalate into a complete catastrophe. You see, Earlier that day, a worker had to mop the kitchen floor with a standard acid-based cleaner. Just a little bit later, another worker followed up with more mopping to prepare for the upcoming dinner rush.
Okay.
The only issue was that he was using a chlorine bleach product. The two chemical cleaners clearly state that they should never be mixed, and the employee had just begun mopping the entire floor.
Wait.
It's clear-
So they made acid?
Clearly state
They made chlorine gas. Okay.
that they should never be mixed, and the employee had just begun mopping the entire floor, entirely mixing the two.
So they're going to make the whole
On
restaurant
contact, the
pass
chemicals
out?
fused into a bubbling green explosion. They created a dangerous, foaming, toxic mixture that began pumping out lethal gas at high doses. The fumes spread instantly. Employees began coughing, their eyes burning, and their lungs felt like they caught
Oh
on
my
fire.
god.
One by one, people ran for the exit, but the floor was already slick with danger. That's when the manager of the building acted fast and grabbed a squeegee. He wasn't thinking about himself, he was only thinking about his team and his customers. He ran out
Okay,
to the
go,
floor
manager.
and began pushing the toxic sludge toward a drain, trying to contain it before more people could get injured. But, unfortunately,
He
the
passed
fumes
away.
overwhelmed him. His chest tightened, his lungs burned, and within moments, he completely collapsed.
Died due to employee negligence, bro.
Co-workers and bystanders tried desperately to get him outside, but the fumes were too strong. By the time they got to him, it was already too late.
Dog.
13 people were hospitalized that day, and tragically, the only one who didn't make it out
Was the
was
manager.
the manager. The McDonald's incident. It
What
was
happened
the
at
early
Mickey
hours of a
D's?
Sunday morning in Lima, Peru. At a McDonald's in the Pueblo Libre district, the kitchen crew was wrapping up another long, grueling shift. A young 19-year-old woman and her 18-year-old boyfriend were finishing up that night. The two had plans to attend college, and they were both saving up heavily to continue their studies.
Are you telling me all this because they didn't make it? Is that what you're prepping me for?
Unfortunately enough, this night would ensure that they didn't ever see that dream.
There we go.
According to police, the 19-year-old was cleaning a soda machine when it delivered a strong electric shock. Her body jolted violently, not being able to handle the voltage. Gabriel
And then
panicked.
the boyfriend tried
Desperate
to touch
save
it.
her, he quickly dropped what he was doing and rushed in to help. But the moment he touched her, the same current began surging through him too. Sadly, it immediately finished him. By the time emergency responders arrived, both of the
That's crazy.
employees were already
That's
done
crazy.
for. Reports surfaced that the
crazy.
19-year-old had complained about being forced to clean equipment without proper gloves or boots, while also complaining of being pushed into 12-hour shifts without adequate safety gear.
Wow.
Tina's burritos.
Why would you touch her? He didn't know what was happening. That felt like literally something out of a cartoon. Literally, like it's something you see in a cartoon. You're like, oh, that could never happen in real life. That's what that looked like.
It was just another night in Vernon, California, a strange industrial pocket just south of downtown Los Angeles. The kind of place with only a couple hundred residents, but sprawling with massive factories that keep the city supplied. One of those factories is Tina's Burritos, a plant
Okay.
that's been churning
Do y'all
out
know what
frozen
Do y'all know Tina's Burritos? Do y'all know who this is? What this is?
burritos for over 40 years,
Oh wow.
producing nearly 1 million burritos per day.
Oh
But
wow.
on this night, the factory floor turned into the scene of a nightmare. At around 9 p.m., a 19-year-old custodian was tasked with tending to the plant's massive meat grinder. The contraption was full with burrito meat and was waiting to be cleaned, and so, as expected to by his job, he began
Dog.
climbing into the inside of the machine to clean it.
Dog.
In this case, the burrito meat grinding machine was not locked, nor was it secure.
No.
It's still unclear as to whether an item fell and
No.
caused the machine to turn on, or if an employee decided to try to make another batch of burrito meat. But
They
unfortunately,
don't even know why it turned on.
while the 19-year-old was inside of the machine cleaning out the meat, he would hear the industrial mechanism slowly power up and lock into place. The man panicked and shouted for the machine to be turned off, but his cries fell on deaf ears. Once fully turned on, the machine began grinding. His screams echoed across the factory, finally grasping the
terrifying.
attention of
That's
workers who then
absolutely-
rushed to stop the
That's
machine.
absolutely terrifying.
But by the time it
Oh
finally
my
shut
gosh.
down, there was nothing anyone
Oh
could
my
do.
gosh.
Paramedics and firefighters arrived, but
Oh
the scene
my
was already
gosh.
unspeakable. The young man's fate was already sealed. Unfortunately, he was gone in a way too dreadful to describe.
Oh my
The plant
goodness.
shut down immediately. OSHA investigators arrived, and like similar tragedies before, first responders were faced with the grim task of recovering what was left of his body. The process nearly took an hour for them to complete. Life wasn't always like this. There was a time where we didn't have a Whataburger or McDonald's, but rather just nuts, berries, and whatever else we could find to eat that day.
You're right.
Nowadays, you have access to places like these for a quick meal
Yeah.
if you're in a rush.
Yeah. What?
Fast food is extremely unhealthy, and you should never make it a habit to eat it. But if you do find yourself at one of the stores, have patience with the employees. It's a grueling industry to work in. With no further ado, have a happy day.
That felt like a random disclaimer that kind of felt off topic. RIP to everyone in this video, bro. That just had to go on a terrible way. And a meat grinder is insane, and no one even knows why it turned on. And considering it took forever for people to turn it off, like something else turned it on. That's insane. The chlorine gas is crazy. The vending machine shocking you? That's so whack. Cause why is the vending machine shocking me? I'm supposed to clean this and it shocks me, bro. That's so whack, bro. Thank you, Talking Hat, for the wonderful video. Can I watch Theorizer next stream? Who's Theorizer? Oh, only one way to find out. Theorizer. Oh, they got some oldies.
Hello.
The CGI theory changes Garfield forever. Caroline, every single mystery, the most disgusting fictional character. Oh my goodness, 2 hours and 36 minutes. Oh yeah, he did. He loves films. He just loves carts. And he loves animation. There we go. That's an animation lover, because 2 hours and 36. That's the length of the video. So imagine the research. Imagine how long it took to find clips and whatnot. Yeah, he was in his bag. He was in his bag. All right. Alec, the High School Musical theory. I don't know nothing about High School Musical, so I wouldn't want to watch that. I'm on Alex Bale's channel right now. Incredibles theory. Oh, I'm glad he was able to move out of the whole SpongeBob theory thing, because he felt like he was stuck on having to only do SpongeBob theories. But now he's able to explain. So he's expand. So he has the Blue Clues. He has the Avatar, Cocoa Puff. Oh, that's nice. It's nice that he didn't have to get stuck in a box. Someone said something about his mini theories. Watch his 8 new mini theories. The video is 4 hours and 37 minutes long. Or is this all the theories in one? Bro, an hour and 22 minutes of mini SpongeBob theories, dog. What? I'm about to play Blood Money 2. I'm about to play it. But an hour and 22 though? I won't say I have a shorter attention span. He called you out. No, he did not. I could have been shown in the video, if that, but I didn't get called out. I already have the Blood Money game downloaded. So we're gonna play it. Yes, he did. If he did, I would have been new about it. He directly called you out. Hold on, let me get that Blood Money game situated. Isn't it the human expenditure program? Expenditure. How about you expend that chair over here? How about you expend that over here? Is that what this game is called? Is this the game? This is not the game. That was the vending machine game. So hold on, let me get this situated. Human expenditure. F4. All right. Watching Boo fell. Okay. Today we're playing a game called the Human Expenditure Program. And this is basically a sequel of Blood Money. And if you don't know what Blood Money is, that's unfortunate. Okay, let's just go to settings. Okay, there's nothing here. All right.
Honey, are you sure this is gonna be safe? What if something goes wrong?
Like, what type of backstory is, like, is this just like a backstory game? Is it like actually a sequel? But like, we also like stabbed him a lot and we shot him. So like, which ending is this?
Relax, dear. I've got it all sorted out. You'll be fine.
If you say so. I'm just a little anxious is all.
I'm a little anxious too.
This is a huge risk, and I'm scared it could go south.
This sounds like a prequel.
You have nothing to worry about, babe. Now, just close your eyes and relax. You'll feel a slight jolt.
Okay. Day one.
Good morning, dear. First day in the simulation, huh?
What?
Let's make it a good one.
Okay, so we're in a simulator
looks like
game?
your task is simple, ain't it? Just keep me healthy and happy.
Okay, that's easy.
You've got your meters to keep an eye on right over there. Food and mood. Should be easy
So
enough.
he's a game now. There's no way his jaw was always this chiseled.
I'm feeling a bit peckish right now. If you want to feed me, just click the fridge and pick something from the menu.
Right here we have the fridge, we have entertainment, sleeping, and then settings.
Make sure to fill me up, okay?
Oh, I'll fill you up, all right. Bread or candy? I'll give you some bread.
Oh, that hit the spot. Thanks a ton, honey bun. You're a lifesaver, you are.
Sorry, are you like a host? Like is this a host club? Why are you trying to butter me
Now,
up?
how about we do something fun? The blue bar over there is my mood bar.
Okay.
If you click on me, it'll go up, but only a little bit.
Now, if I get you in the mood, what does that mean for me? That's my question. What you like when you in the mood? I'm just a little curious.
But don't you worry, I've got just the thing to keep those blues up. You see that console icon? That's where we play games that'll really get my mood up quick.
Oh yeah? What we're about to play is not gonna be Whack-A-Harvey. Welcome to Whack-A-Harvey. Press the arrow keys to bash the corresponding Harvey with a hammer. I just don't feel like this would be getting your.
Go!
I don't think this is getting your mood. You're hitting your. This is self-harm. This is not. You're not. Harvey, are you okay? Like, I know I didn't do the best things to you. I know I wasn't the best guy last time around, but there is no need to have to do this to yourself. Like, there's no way this is fun. You know what I mean, Harvey? Like, poor Harvey. Poor Harvey, man. Time's up! You hit 46 Harveys. Great job. Mood points, gang. 23.
Wow, what a fantastic day we've had together, darling.
That wasn't even a good game.
Life in a simulation could be so entertaining.
So am I the wife?
Looks like it's time for me to catch some Z's. Just click on that bed icon over there and I'll be out like a light.
Oh, you're gonna be out by a lion, like a lion? Can I watch you while you sleep? Oh, if I touch him, he gets his mood up. And that was like, y'all heard the ding? Yeah, that was his, like, he finished. In the day, I mean, I got no choice. The room dims and the screen flickers. Your dear husband closes his eyes, oblivious to the terror that awaits him. So we could be his wife, or we could just be a girl who's like, we're like a JJK fan, stereotypical fangirl, and we're just like, oh, 2D, yeah, we could be one of that. Like, I don't know. You've placed him in this simulation for one reason and one reason only, to make. Oh no, so we're just a sick wife who just stuff our whatchamacallit in the. Okay, how do we do that? A genius. Were we Bulma? You upload the game anonymously and the downloads pouring quickly. Time to play the first round of Blood Money. Okay, his definitely wasn't just, oh wow. Okay. So he was, wait. So we put him into a game because we love our husband. And then he was going on about, when we were stabbing him, I remember he was going all about, oh, I have a kid, I have a family. They're the reason why you're like this. The people that you said, who you thought you were gonna go back home to, the kids and family, that's why you're here. That's ironic. That went well. 25K. Oh, sorry. That went well. 25K appears in your crypto wallet as if it was on cue. It's a go time for the second half of the project. You pull out a remote labeled reset and press it, leaving a blank slate for tomorrow.
Let's get to work now, shall we?
Yuck. Daytime.
Morning, darling. Did you sleep well?
I slept so good. That's 25K in our crypto wallet.
As if I had a choice, dear.
What?
Looks like it's time for another day of digital life, ain't it? You know, I had the oddest feeling last night. Like a bad dream I couldn't shake.
How about I shake you?
I can't remember it, but I feel like something bad happened.
Oh,
Don't worry.
baby. If something's bothering you, then let's focus on making today better than yesterday.
Like, it feels like, are we talking to, like, is he really responding to me, like, specifically, and he knows I'm me, or is he just a program who will respond to anyone who talks to this way?
You always have my best interests in mind, dude, me.
Okay, no, he's
That's
talking
what I
about
love
us.
most about you.
He's talking to us. Yep, that's confirmed. Okay, what do you want to eat? We have a donut, a pie, a big salad. We probably need like a donut. Yeah, you don't need too much. We have batting cages. Oh, we gonna. Welcome to batting cages. Move the ball in the correct grid space with the arrow key, and then hit the enter at the correct time. Okay.
3, 2, 1, go!
Wait.
Miss.
Okay, I understand.
Miss.
I didn't hit enter. I didn't hit enter.
Miss.
Bro, I didn't.
Miss.
What? What?
Miss.
Excuse.
Miss.
Is this rigged?
Miss.
Can I?
Miss.
Okay, so it's.
Miss.
Sorry. I didn't get a chance to hit almost any of them because they.
Great job!
Nah, I'm not going out like that. I'm not going out like that. No. We hitting those cages again. We hitting the cages again. They not gonna piss me off like that. Come on.
3, 2, 1, go!
They're not gonna play with me. They're not gonna play with me. You see that right there? Like, I couldn't do it. Like, it just... Okay. So if you're in the same square, you can still hit it. Okay, I got it. I got it. I'm locked. I'm so locked. I'm so locked. Can I get a home run? Can I get a home run? Oh my goodness. They thought they could hold me, but you can't hold the bow. What does that even mean? Oh yeah, straight hits. Straight hits. I like the game one to cheat first time around. I understand. Like, you have to get people off guard, so on and so forth. Like, I get it. But you can't stop the inevitable. And inevitably, it's just, I'm the best gamer to ever do it. And that's just what it all comes down to.
Great job!
9 out of 10. No one has ever hit 10 out of 10 before. I have the high score, 9 out of 10, 36 move points. I know how to get it done, bruh. In the day, yes. Another day, the simulation goes by. With that comes another reset and another round of blood money. The game is growing in popularity and the cash is rolling in. And you smile and your bank account grows another 25k.
Mom?
That does not sound like a child, bro. That sounds like a skinwalker. Okay. So the money we spend from blood money, we actually are playing with our husband. We're spending that money on our husband. And then he gets it back in his dreams when the game comes out and everyone beats him up in the game.
Yes, Toby? What is it?
McGuire?
When is Dad coming back?
He's dead. Holy, I hate when kids ask dumb questions, bro.
Your father's working on a very important project, darling. He'll be back when it's finished.
And that's never.
But he's been gone for so long. I miss him.
We all been there, Tubby.
Me too, sweetie. Now, run along, okay? You need to get up early for school tomorrow.
Okay.
And tell your friends you don't have a dad no more. So I'm looking for a hot stepdad at school. Look, tell them that. Tell them that your mom's looking for a replacement, preferably in IT. I need someone who's making racks. All right. The innocence in Toby's voice is heartwarming to you. Well, that's about as warming as a small spark it is to a glacier. That's a flicker of doubt gnaws softly at you. Never mind that, though. You're getting rich, and that's the only thing that matters. Period. Okay.
Good morning, sugar plums. How was your night?
Yo, son, miss you. So, like, stay gone or something.
Absolutely swell, dear. I just had some, simulation-related matters to attend to.
Ah, I see. Say, I've been meaning to ask. It's been a couple of days since I've been plugged into the simulation, hasn't it?
Mm-hmm.
I haven't seen Toby at all, and I missed the little lad. When could I expect to get out of here?
So we really... How, like, what does he mean get out of there? Like, how do we get you out? Like, is getting you out even a thing? Like, what... You're talking nonsense, Sugar Bear. You can't get out.
You know how it is, Harvey. The simulation needs your full attention right now. You'll see him soon enough. I'm sure of it.
Okay. I guess I just missed the real world, is all.
You'll be straight, dog.
But anyways, let's make today as productive as always.
Okay, I don't even understand what we're doing. Like, how is what we're doing productive? You know what I mean? Like, what does that mean? I don't feel any productivity from doing anything here. What? Bro, I don't want to do anything here. Oh, okay, I guess I'll memory match. Sure.
Ready?
I didn't want to do this.
Go!
What? Watch and remember the sequence. What? Enter. Okay, I have to enter it. Top left, top right. So left, right. All right. Left, right, down. Right, down. Left, right, down, right, left, right, down, right, left, right, down, right, left, left, right, down, right, left, uh, 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 ooh, 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 ah. Whoa, whoa, hey, hey, uh. So we had to hit him with that left, right, down, right, left, right, right, down.
Great job!
Thank you. I'm really a genius. Okay, so that's like, yeah, he has maximized his mood. Okay, so let's give him something to eat. Let's get him some cake. Okay, he's straight now. Let's go to sleep. As Harvey drifts off to sleep for the third time, you sit back in anticipation for your paycheck. But just as the reset begins, a strange notification pops up on your screen. Hey, I think I found a bug. I reached the knife section, and just as I reached 12,000, Harvey grabbed the knife and I got a game over. So he's interrupting the game. Your heart leaps into your a bug. Grab the knife, game over. This isn't part of the plan. You hastily type out a reply to the player, trying to keep your cool. Thank you for your feedback. We're looking into it and we'll patch it out soon. For now, just keep playing and enjoying the game. You hit send, heart racing as you try to rationalize what just happened in your mind. It must be a troll. It has to be. From 10 years of marriage, you know Harvey is too much of a doormat to do anything. He wouldn't have the balls. But still, what if it's not a bug? What if he's rebelling? You decide to perform a second reset just in case you can't be... Our hubby is rebelling!
Good morning, Harvey. Harvey?
Okay. So, in the game Blood Money, when we were abusing Harvey, he low-key couldn't have been through multiple runs. But the thing is, every time he has a run, I think he either forgets the past, like, run, or he thinks it's all a dream, but he can't stand the dream no more, so he's fighting back in the dream. And it's just wearing him down after day 3. You're bleeding? Do something about it. Like, what are you telling me for? Like, I can't give you a band-aid, dog. You know what I'm saying? Like, what am I supposed to do? It's everywhere? Then move it. You know what I mean? Like,
Babe, I'm not feeling too well.
Bro, it's been 24 hours since I last talked to you. Like, what is going on here? In fact, it might have been just 12 hours.
I don't know what happened, but I woke up with this deep gash on my hand. It's like I was holding something sharp. It hurts so much. Can you make it stop?
So we have this thing called Percocets. I would love to offer you one.
Oh my god, babe. It's just a glitch in the system. I can patch it up real quick and you'll be as good as new.
But if you want a digital Percocet, just let me know.
Thank you, babe. It's just so real. That's better. Oh, I keep having these dreams.
Oh yeah?
They're so vivid.
Keep talking to me like that.
Like I'm actually there.
Oh yeah, keep talking to me like that.
Don't worry, love.
Hey.
Probably just a side effect of the simulation.
He making me
I'm
feel
sure
good.
it'll
I need you to
pass.
stop talking.
Are you sure?
No, not that
Yeah,
voice.
I have no reason
No.
not to trust you. Right?
No. Okay. So I just learned that I should have been stacking paper. I've been using all my money when I didn't need to be. So I can just give him some candy. Honestly, he's good enough. I can end the day here. The day went by as normal, at least as normal as it could have. Harvey falls asleep as usual when the reset goes off, but the events of that morning linger in the air. Just what is happening? You try to push it aside and you count the points from today's rounds of blood money. But the image of Harvey's trauma is etched into your mind. The deep gash on his hands, the way he spoke about his dreams. Something has gone terribly wrong and you're not sure what. So do we care about him though, or we just care about the money? Day 5.
Harvey?
Uh-oh.
Harvey! Harvey! Oh my god, what happened to you?
Okay. We might care a little bit about Harvey. All right. As we can tell on the left side, Harvey's in like a very bad mood. Don't know what's got into him, right? I mean, he's in a very bad mood though, unfortunately. And he's also kind of hungry. Actually, yeah, he's kind of hungry, but very bad mood.
Babe, I can't see. And it hurts.
Ooh.
Everything hurts.
Have you tried like Nang? Nang? Trust me, it makes everything just yeah. You know, like, oh, that's all you have to do. I mean,
Oh my
it
god,
works for
baby.
me.
I'll fix it, I promise. It's just another glitch, okay?
Are you really gonna fix my eye?
No, where is my eye? What is happening to me?
No, it's Toby. Toby's getting his
okay,
get back.
I'll patch it up. Just try to stay calm.
Let's try to stay calm, as I don't have an eye right now. Okay.
In me, I want to leave. I want to go home. I want to see Toby, please. Please let me go home.
No! I have $56,000 in crypto right now. You're not going anywhere!
Stop it, Harvey. You're scaring me. Let me try to find a way to fix it. I promise I'll get you out soon. For now, let's just keep playing, okay?
Stop it, Harvey. You're scaring me. You're making me you're putting me in this uncomfortable situation. Yes, I made you lose your eye. But honey, what about my feelings? Like, what are you talking about, bro?
Honey, but Fine.
Harvey, if you don't just break out the screen, I'm waiting for him to like break out the screen and grab the wife's neck or something. Like, he's in a very mad mood though, so we can get a separate ending where we free him. Welcome to Save Harvey. Squash all the eyes before they can reach. Wait, what? Oh, you have to hold it down. What the world? What type of... Bro, click... What? This is confusing gameplay. Very confusing. Now, let me get my rerun, bro. Because this gameplay is confusing, bro. Okay. So you want to keep clicking on that. Keep clicking. Come on, bro. Click. Go. Nah, I don't like this. I don't like this. It feels wonky. It feels wonky. I don't like it. Like why am I going past it if I'm clicking on it? You know what I'm saying? Like I don't like the way I don't like it. I'm not a fan, actually. Okay, I need to be careful for the ones that come out like right on top, like, because it's closer to like the top left. Be like right there, right there, right there. Go ahead, click that, get that. How long do I have to do this? How long do I have to do this? How long do I have to do this? Excuse me? Nothing got to him. Okay. His mood's going up though, but literally nothing got to him. Let's see. Do you want to eat something? Hold up. Yeah. Up. I have to.
I can't do that.
I accidentally clicked. What did I click on? You can't do what? Oh, I can only do save Harvey. Okay, I could touch you. Do you like that? Do you like that intimacy? Oh, you want some cake? Here, you got some cake. Okay, so this is the only game I can play.
Ready?
Like, oh, look at what you've done. That's what it's saying in the background. Ah. I'm trying to see if I can. I don't recognize the image though, but I see a bow. I see someone with like a hair bow. So I'm trying to figure out like who is that? You know what I mean? Like who has that bow? You know, sometimes sacrifices need to be made to get rich though, you know? Like someone had to be sacrificed. To get money quick, you can't just get money quick. Like you have to risk it for the biscuit to get money quick, you know? So I need Harvard to like tee up, bro. We've all been here before, man. We've all been there, done that in the day. I'll see you later, Harvey. See you tomorrow if you're still around. You don't even wait for the reset to finish. The sight of Harvey's mutilated avatar sends you spiraling. What is going on? This isn't right. You screamed into the empty room, throwing your desk across it. It crashes into the computer setup, knocking over the console and causing sparks to come out. Okay, so we killed Harvey this time.
No.
I mean, that was your fault. Your hand is trembling as you frantically press the reset button, but it's hopeless. The unit that controlled the resets is now laying in pieces on the floor. Yoon, whatever your name is, great job. Great job. Fantastic. You done mutilated your husband and destroyed the only way of fixing him. Yes. Oh, we're lagging. Well, since it's lagging. Oh, dang it. The lag ended. That's unfortunate. I was going to just start chugging. Can I get a RIP Harvey in the chat? Can I get a RIP Harvey? Talking about nothing. I be seeing y'all talk about absolutely nothing. Hold up. I'm checking something out real quick. I got my eyes on you. Everything that I see, I want that deep feeling of emotion. You try to reassemble it in the best of your abilities, but there's no way to know if the resets are working anymore. All you know is that something went wrong and you got 99K instead of 25K. He got, because one of the endings, you have to hurt Harvey and you get like the full 100K. Is that when you kill him? When you kill him, you get the full 100K. Yo, he's gone. You barely get any sleep that night. The joy of the day's earning is marred entirely by the dread of the simulation failures. Harvey?
Harvey, are you?
Harvey, are you there?
Me. Tell me.
What if he takes us to court?
What? What are you?
Why, like we do not care about our husband, bro. Look at how he looks right now. And she's so confused. Like, what are you confused about?
What have you been doing to me? What the hell is this project really about?
He doesn't know that we were here to make money?
It's decaying, and you keep telling me you'll fix it, but it only keeps getting worse.
I mean, I would have never trust my body in a simulation to begin with. Have you ever seen Sword Art Online?
Harvey, please. It's just a temporary malfunction in the program, I swear.
Why are you not being truthful at all?
I'd never do anything to harm you.
Are you sure about that?
Bullshit!
Yo, Harvey got it rough, bro.
Babe, I'm scared.
I don't blame you.
I'm so scared. I can't take it anymore. I want out.
I'm sorry, Harvey, but you're gonna have to keep taking it.
Harvey,
There's no way this was just a dream. I remember it all, the knife, the blood.
Yep.
I remember dying.
You can say you came back from the dead. Remember, Harvey, like no one can say that, bro. You can say you came back from the dead. You can say what you experienced. Think about the awards, Harvey. Think about the accolades.
In me, am I gonna die? I don't want to die. I don't want to die. Please tell me I'm gonna be okay. Please just...
Look, Harvey. What we're gonna do is we're gonna put you in a dating simulator, right? And you can just live the rest of your days relaxing in that dating sim. Because you're not getting out.
Harvey, calm down, please. You're not making sense anymore.
You married a horrible woman, Harvey.
How the hell do you expect me to calm down?
Talk to him, Harv.
I felt it all. The pain was real. My dream last night, it was all real, wasn't it?
Harvey.
At least we're loaded, but he's in a very bad mood.
I don't want to play anything.
Ooh, even touching him doesn't make him feel better. Ooh.
No, I'm not hungry. I don't want anything.
Oh, okay, well, there's nothing I can do for you, so, I don't know what you want from me, Harvey. Tell me.
You're gonna fix me, right? This is all going to be over.
Now, what do you mean by fix? That's my. What do you mean by? Of course.
Better not be lying to me.
The day comes to when Harvey falls asleep once more, but it's irrelevant to you. The bug reports that blood money players are piling up fast. Mainly complaints or glitches in a lifelike awareness that Harvey's character experiences. The excitement of watching the blood money roll in is now overshadowed by the horror that you're doing. You're a monster. I can't wait to see how my lovely husband is doing it. Well, it seems like I forgot to fix you. My fault. My fault.
I know.
What do you know?
You don't have to say anything.
Dang, you look like you've had some better days, bud.
I know the truth now.
How?
You're lying to me all along.
Harvey, what? No, I...
You've been using me for what?
Get that paper, baby!
Entertainment.
We're getting money!
What game is this?
What kind of sick game is this? A paper chasing game.
It's not like that. It's just...
Yes! I don't fucking care what you have to say!
Ooh, talk to me like that then, Harvey.
I'm in here! I'm in here! I'm in here! And you're torturing me for your sick game! You're kidding me!
Harvey, I made 100K in less than a week. Come on now. Sacrifices need to be made for that kind of money, Harvey. You gotta understand where I'm coming from.
You never planned to let me out, did you? You never really loved me, right?
I love you, but I love the paper more.
Like the idea of using me, then throwing me away like an old toy once you were done bleeding me dry.
Harvey, please let me explain.
What if we throw our kid in there with him? We might as well. Oh.
Explain what? The pain, the fear, the slow decay of my body?
I mean, I wasn't gonna explain that. I was gonna talk about this new Bottega bag I just bought, right? I was gonna talk about the Go-Yard. But if you want to talk about that first.
Do they feel it too? The others? I see them. They feel the pain too, don't they? Huh? Is that what you want, to see me suffer for their amusement?
No, Harvey, they're just the players. I was just trying to.
No, I'm tired of the lies. I'm tired of everything. You are tearing me apart.
We are.
Harvey, you don't understand. I didn't mean for things to go like.
Let me out! 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 Let me out!
Harvey, I need you to breathe. Put your hand up. Yeah. You know, I just breathe in, breathe out, hand up. Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Harvey, stop!
You fucking bitch! I'll kill you!
Oh.
I'll make you pay for what you've done.
Oh, I like that. Get back, Harvey.
What? No, why isn't it working?
Let me out of here!
I'm so sorry, Harvey. So sorry.
He's fighting for his life. He wants to get out. She is literally just about to pull the plug and pretend like nothing ever happened.
You've taken everything from me! You've taken my freedom! You've taken my son!
Clog it.
You took out life and you sold it for a goddamn game!
Clog
You
it.
took me and you killed me! You fucking killed me!
Clog it. But she did apologize. She did say, and I quote, "I'm sorry." So I think we all should forgive her.
You know,
What do I know?
I'm gonna end this.
Oh, how you gonna do it? Are you gonna unplug yourself?
And this. What do you mean?
I want a divorce.
If I can't live,
Oh?
if I can't live without pain,
Oh?
I'd rather die than live in your hell.
No, Harvey, no! You don't have to do this. Let me fix it.
Fix it? Fix what?
Fix it,
Fix
Felix.
the fact that you ruined me? Fix the fact that you betrayed me after so long?
I wanna know what Toby is doing right now.
Maybe think someone actually fucking loved me for once in my life. Think that for 10 years. I trusted you. I did my best to provide for you. You gave me everything I could.
Did you ever think it wasn't enough, Harvey? Huh? You tried your best, but your best wasn't good enough. We're in debt, Harvey. You have a gambling problem, Harvey. I had to do something to pay the loan sharks back, Harvey. And you're the one who got us in this situation. So you're gonna be the one to pay.
And this is what you do to me in return.
Yes.
I'm not going to let you do it again.
Please, Harvey,
Oh no. No more excuses.
Delete
This
slash
ends
us kill.
now.
Harvey, no!
She only cares about the bread. You sit there despotent. You don't realize you're crying. The sound of Harvey's last scream rings through your mind, ceaselessly burrowing into every nerve of your body. This was all just supposed to be a quick way to make some cash to escape debt. I called it! the life you and your son have been leading. But now, you're the villain in a horror story you never wanted to write. What does that say? Hakuna Matata. There will be better. That's what it says. Okay. You check the game's website. The comment section is a firestorm of accusation and terror. Players are posting about your personal details, your address, your phone number, bug reports, and claiming to have opened the game and found nothing but a cry of help from Harvey. That's fire. Imagine we all downloaded the same game, but we all get a different character in the game. That's low-key hard. She made a banger of a game. One detailing the monstrous treatment you've subjected them to. And with this, you know you're in deep. You can only sit there and watch your world crumble around you. I mean, it's just a simulation at the end of the day. You know what I mean? Like, and this time, there's no reset button to save you. But at the end of the day, like, are they really going to believe, like, some random video game character? Like, let's be for real. True ending. How many endings are there? Human Expenditure program. Game. Shroom Christ. Wait, what? It's a crazy name. How do y'all feel? How do y'all feel? Do y'all feel bad for Harvey, man? Y'all feel bad for Harvey? Cause like I really do feel bad for Harvey, but then I think about it and I'm like, how did you even get put in a simulation in the first place? Like that's kind of your fault. You know what I mean? Like that's high key your fault. Like you got put in a simulation. Come on now, you gotta be better than that. Okay, guys. Let's look up the other endings. Human Expenditure program, all endings. How many endings are there? There probably should only be 2, right? Like I can't imagine there being more than 1 ending. Let's see if we can find someone who just gets the ending for us.
No, you had enough. Did it for your. I know.
Okay, here we go. This is from Fox Plays. So okay, we either can watch this or we could go and we can go get the ending ourselves. There's 4 endings. Well, there's the endings of you don't entertain them, most likely. Let's do some quick endings actually before we look these up. There's a couple of quick ones we can get out the way. Hold on.
Honey, are you sure this is good?
You know.
Skip the dialogue. Come on, skip. Good. Skip. Okay. We have to pretend to care about him day 1. We have to. Okay, we have to pretend to play Whack a Harvey. I'm not about to whack nothing though.
Ready? Go!
Okay. Here, I'm down in the deep in the dirty. I'm about to smack me a little old Harvey. You wanna come and grab out these O's? I'm about to up that stick in that bowl. My name's Junie and I'm a really bad wife. I might just pull up and kill your hubby. I'ma put him in a semi. Give me some bands, crypto. Oh, I'm getting creamy. I'm getting creamy. I'm getting racks. All right, time's up. We got 0. Whatchamacallit?
Wow, what a fantastic day.
We did not have a fantastic day. Skip. Yep. Can we get a rip bozo in chat, man? Oh, ow.
Let's get to work now.
Okay.
Morning, doll. I can't remember. You always have my.
Okay, end the day.
Mom.
Oh,
what
F
if
you and
your
your dad, bro. I'm not trying to hear nothing you got going on, kid. Not trying to hear nothing about him.
Good morning, sugar plum.
Absolutely swell, dear.
Say, I've been meaning to ask. I haven't seen Toby at all.
You know.
Okay, but
Okay. Speed running. Okay, yep. Day 4.
Harvey, are you?
This feels like a Danganronpa cutscene. We left him unattended for a couple of seconds. This literally feels Danganronpa inspired. Is that nut on him? Harvey's lifeless corpse lies motionless on the floor. It appears you didn't take good care of him. Dead ending. W ending. Hold on. I accidentally skipped over him. I accidentally skipped over her scream. So let's listen to her scream real quick. There we go. Okay. So now we're 2 endings in. We have 2 more to go. It's maggots. I know it was maggots. bro. Now the other ending I can imagine is just saying no.
honey, are you sure that?
Saying no at the end of the whatchamacallit.
You know.
But after saying no there, I don't know what other ending it is. All right.
So you've got. Make sure. Oh, now the blue bar, but. Ready?
Such an overreactor. All right, that's enough for me. Walker, people are trying to kill each other. Yeah, that's the whole point of the game. Okay. Let's blah blah blah. Let's touch them. Let's touch them. Let's touch them. Get touched. Get touched. End day. I get it. I get it. I get it. I get it.
Let's.
Pick up and kill it and kill it and kill it and pick up and kill it and kill it and kill it.
Morning.
I slept great. Yeah. Yeah. Here gets have some pie. Next day. L. Harvey, like she apologized and he didn't forgive her. Period.
Mom. What if your
Like she literally apologized, dog. Like holding on to grudges for no reason, for real.
Good morning, sugar plum.
Yeah. You want to see your son?
Okay,
Yeah. Here's a donut. Let's keep it pushing. No way he dies because he gets bored. Like, we should be able to just feed him.
Good morning.
Yeah, I know you're not holding up well. Yeah.
That's better.
Don't.
Yeah. That sucks, man. Here, I'll touch you. Here's some pie. I'll touch you a little bit. Yep, that should be good enough for you. Day 5.
Harvey? Harvey? Harvey!
Babe,
I know. You're going through it. I get it. Here, I'll touch you a little bit. It'll make you feel better. All right, here, have some. You know what? Here, have bread. Okay, you're straight. Let's go. Next day. Day 6.
Harvey?
Uh-oh.
What?
Yeah, this is when he's all mad.
be doing my entire.
Harvey, I didn't.
That's fu-
Harvey.
You're so scared.
How the hell?
Oh, you're so scared. Here,
I'm not.
you're not. Oh.
You're gonna fix me, right?
No, I'm not
I don't
gonna
wanna
fix
hear
you.
these fucking jokes.
I'm not joking.
I'll ask you again. You're gonna fix me, right? This is all going to be over.
I'm not joking.
I don't want to hear these fucking jokes. I'll ask you again. I don't want to hear these fucking jokes.
Okay.
I'll ask you again.
I don't know how to get the other endings, guys. So
Better not be.
I only know how to get 2 endings. Yeah.
The truth now.
I have no other choices, like options.
You've been using me for what? Money, entertainment.
It's not like that. It's just.
Now I'm getting a 6-7 spam. Lord.
Harvey, you don't understand. I didn't mean for things to go like.
You.
Yep. You know?
And
If I can't live.
What if I just like exit this out? I can't exit this prompt out.
I'm not.
I'm exiting the prompt out. Let me exit the prompt. Okay, so I have no clue how to get the other ending, so we're gonna just look at someone else who did. All right, if there is 2 endings. All right.
To say anything. I know the truth now.
Harvey.
This is the true ending.
Kill you.
Bro. Someone told me there was 4 endings. The game only has 2 endings. You lied to me. Why did you lie to me? Someone said there was 4 endings and there was only 2. Oh, great game by... That guy had a crazy name. Anyways. That was a great game. I hope y'all enjoyed. Okay. You know, like every so often you're supposed to just stare into the distance and then just focus on something, and it's good for your eyes. So I'm just focusing on that fat orange dialed. I'm just focused on it. Yeah, I gotta fix my eyes the best I can. Whew. Yep. You said I'm not watching Alex Bale today. The theories are way too long. So let's see. We have every level of intelligence explained in 9 minutes. I want to do that because I want to see which side of intelligence I am. Every level of intelligence explained in 9 minutes. Now, most likely I am transcendent, but I could see a world where I'm only a visionary, but we'll see.
Subnormal. Subnormal intelligence represents the
Subnormal
most
is a crazy
limited
name.
form of human cognitive function.
Okay.
People at this level may have an IQ below 70, often due to genetic conditions like Down syndrome, brain injury, or complications during development.
Yeah.
They usually struggle with language, memory, and abstract thinking. Simple tasks like dressing, feeding, or understanding basic instructions may require assistance for life. Their experience of the world is immediate and sensory. They respond more to tone and touch than to logic or language. Emotional
Gotcha.
recognition can still be strong. They often sense kindness, fear, or frustration in others. While they may never live
Gotcha.
independently, many form deep emotional bonds and express joy, sadness,
always
or
good.
connection in profound nonverbal ways. Modern society emphasizes care, respect, and inclusion over outdated or offensive labels. With love, structure,
Exactly.
and support,
Talk to
people
'em.
at this level can live meaningful lives within their capacity. Below average. Below average intelligence includes
How many of y'all think y'all are below average intelligence? It's okay to be truthful to yourself. It's okay to be like, you know what? I know where I am on the totem pole. Not me, though.
individuals who can function independently but tend to struggle with complex reasoning or abstract thinking. IQ scores typically range from 70 to 85.
Okay.
People in this group may find academic
Have
subjects
any of y'all
like
took
math,
an IQ test before? I haven't taken one. I don't think I want to take one. I don't want to like cause a mass disruption in my life because of how high my IQ would be. So they're trying to force me into this program or that program. Oh, come here to NASA. Trust me, we need you here at NASA. Or Harvard's like, please be a professor. I don't feel like dealing with all that. So I stay away from the IQ test. You know, I like to just keep on going with my life peacefully.
science, or grammar difficult, and they often learn better through repetition and hands-on activities than through theory or abstract instruction. They might work best in structured environments with clear routines,
Yeah.
such as jobs involving manual labor, customer service, or
He basically said that everyone with a 9 to 5 is below average intelligence, and me personally, I think we should all uphold on him, because why did he just say that? He said, yeah, if you do, he said specifically if you do construction or you work in a call center or you help old people, you're below average in intelligence. That's crazy. That's crazy. That's what he just said. I'm just kidding about upping poll, okay? The only poll I'll up is this poll. But Walker, that's not a poll. You can make anything a poll if you put your mind to it.
giving. While they may lag behind in formal education, many have strong practical or interpersonal skills. Socially,
Doesn't that
they may
make
be
them
outgoing,
intelligent,
loyal,
though?
and emotionally intuitive.
They
This level
said
of intelligence
if you're social, they say if you're social, you may be below average in intelligence. So if you ever catch yourself being able to confidently talk to people, you might just be dumb. This is something else.
Socially, they may be outgoing, loyal, and emotionally intuitive.
If you're emotionally intuitive, you might just be stupid.
This level of intelligence is often overlooked or underestimated, but with the right support, people here can live independently, raise families, and contribute meaningfully to their communities. They thrive when respected for what they can do,
So I'm so
rather
curious
than
what these
judged for
next
what they
level
can't.
are. I'm so
Average.
curious.
Most people
Average.
live here,
What
and
is
most think
average?
they don't. Average intelligence enables people to read, write, do math, follow rules, and hold conversations.
Okay.
You understand cause and effect, make plans, and learn from mistakes. It's the
Okay.
intelligence of routines, relationships, and basic problem solving. You grasp what needs to be done, and usually get it
This
done.
doesn't feel that much different than below average. It doesn't feel that much difference. I guess that's why they're right beside each other. Thank you for abbreviated for the sub. Waka, if you are above average, if 10 plus 56 divided by 4 equals x, what is the value of x? Okay, so that's 66 divided by 4. and that is impossible to solve for the human brain. Don't worry, I got your back, bro. You know how I get down.
Teachers, drivers, small business owners, nurses, technicians, they're all here. The world's
Okay, so let me hear everyone who's average.
solving. You grasp what needs to be done and usually get it done. Teachers,
Average intelligence is teachers.
drivers.
Wait, so does that mean everyone? So below average people at intelligence aren't drivers? You're telling me they're working construction, but they're not driving? They're very sociable, but they don't drive? Huh? Wait, okay. Just let them cook.
Small business
If you
owners,
small business
nurses,
is average.
technicians, they're
Nurses are average.
all here.
Wow.
The world doesn't run without average intelligence. It's balanced, functional, and enough to adapt. But here's the catch. This level feels like the end of growth. People here are often smart enough to think they understand everything, but not sharp enough to see their blind spots. They confuse being right with being informed, and they rarely ask deeper questions, because life works the way it is. This level is stable, but also sticky. It traps the most people, not because they're incapable of growth, but because they never feel the need to try. Above average. Above average intelligence is where thought gets fast. You don't just learn, you leap. You spot patterns others miss. You see outcomes forming long before others even realize there's a problem. School may have felt slow, repetitive. Conversations sometimes
School was
feel
slow
like
and repetitive because that's what it was. That's literally what it was. That was school. It was slow and repetitive. What are we talking about?
waiting in line. These have felt slow, repetitive. Conversations sometimes feel like waiting in line. These minds do well.
Like you're waiting to speak. What do you? Like you're waiting for your time to speak. What does that mean?
In theoretical fields, math, coding, engineering, philosophy.
All the nerd programs, coding, math, of course.
They enjoy complexity, puzzles, systems, but there's a shadow to it. You see too much, too early. You might talk less because you're editing yourself mid-sentence. You might fake normalcy just to keep the peace.
When you're above average intelligence, you pretend to be average because you don't want everyone to see your third eye. When you're above average intelligence, you dumb yourself down so you don't have to think hard when talking to these peasants.
This level breeds frustration, not because others are stupid, but because they're not fast enough to sync. And if you're not careful, high intelligence becomes high detachment. You float above the noise, but forget how to be human in it. High intelligence typically refers to IQs between 130 and 145, about the top 2% of the population. People at this level don't just learn quickly, they often make intuitive leaps, seeing solutions before others even identify the problem. They excel at recognizing patterns, thinking abstractly, and mastering complex systems. In school, they might breeze through advanced material or teach themselves topics far beyond the curriculum. They often enjoy logic puzzles, deep discussions, and solitary research. Many are drawn to fields like theoretical science, software engineering, or philosophy, areas that reward abstract and strategic thinking. Emotionally, they may feel isolated or misunderstood, especially during youth, when their cognitive speed
that's a mind-blowing concept to me. You're so smart that you can't find no one to attach to.
outpaces their emotional development. When supported, however, they become innovators and problem solvers who push boundaries. High intelligence isn't just being smart.
An example.
It's being able to think in ways most people can't even imagine. Gifted. This is where exceptional ability begins to truly stand out, often marked by IQs above 145. But it's more than numbers. Gifted individuals process the world with rare speed, depth, and originality.
Do I have any gifted in the chats? Do I have any gifteds?
early age, they may show strong memory, laser focus, and the ability to connect big ideas across different subjects. They might teach themselves piano, build machines from junk, or write novels before high school. They don't just solve problems.
Man, a lot of people write novels before high school. They just happen to be garbage, but they get to writing. They get to it.
They reframe them. Their thinking can be unconventional, insightful, and years ahead of their age. But giftedness can come with challenges. Frustration with slow systems, isolation from peers, or intense emotions that are hard to manage. Their minds are fast, but so are their feelings. When supported, they become the innovators, creators, and deep thinkers who stretch the limits of human knowledge and imagination. Genius. Genius intelligence isn't just about being smart. It's a different architecture. Geniuses don't just solve problems.
No,
they
don't.
rebuild the logic beneath them.
Yeah, exactly. Like the problem may be there, and right. Imagine a house, right? The roof may be the problem, but what we do is we restructure the whole entire building along with the roof. That's basically what we do, us geniuses. You know what I mean? Like that's how we keep it moving. That's how we keep it going.
Don't master rules. They question why the rules exist. Think Einstein. Think Ramanujan.
Think
people whose brains don't just exist. Think Einstein. Think Ramanujan.
Well, now we need to know who this guy is, because he brought him up like we were just supposed to know him. Hold on. Who is Ramanujan? Who is this guy? I wrote India. He passed away at the age of 32. Goodness. Okay, who is self-taught Indian mathematician known for his intuitive insight into number theories, infinite series, and partitions, despite lacking formal education. So he came out the womb knowing like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. He came out the womb knowing 6 + 6 = 12 type of ordeal. Got you.
Think people whose brains don't just run faster, they run sideways. This level brings breakthroughs. Entire paradigms shift when these people speak. Science, philosophy, art, all get redefined. But genius doesn't feel like a gift to the person who holds it. It often feels like isolation at the speed of light. People can't keep up. Institutions can't accommodate. Even praise feels like a mistranslation.
Basically, life is best being average, because once you're above average, they can't connect with anybody.
And most of the time, geniuses are punished before they're praised. Too radical, too strange, too soon. Polymath. Polymaths are geniuses with range. While a typical genius might master one field, a polymath masters many. They might be inventors, writers, scientists, and artists, all in one lifetime. Historical examples include Leonardo da Vinci, who designed machines, painted masterpieces, and studied anatomy.
I only knew about him making masterpieces. I didn't know he had a bag like that.
Franklin, who helped shape science, politics, and printing. What defines this level is a brain that doesn't just absorb knowledge, it synthesizes it across disciplines. Polymaths don't see subjects as separate. They find patterns linking math to music or biology to philosophy. Their curiosity is endless, and their creativity thrives on...
So which range of intelligence do people like are more inclined to be racist? Like, is it below average? Or genius is typically more racist? Or is it gifted? Is it above or is it just average? Like, which is the tier? What is the tier of intelligence that becomes, oh, Racist.
Variety. Polymath intelligence demands more than raw IQ. It requires time, discipline, and a deep love of learning. These individuals often work across decades.
So
driven by
basically, I would have been a polymath if I cared enough. But just because I don't care, like I'm not here. So I'm paused at genius because I don't feel like learning a whole bunch of different things. Like I could easily within like a couple of days. I just don't feel like it.
No single field can answer. In a world that pushes specialization, polymaths remind us of the power of thinking broadly. Visionary. People with visionary intelligence don't just understand the world, they imagine what it could become. Their intelligence is
I
part
do that
genius.
all the time. Yeah, I mean, I watched Wall-E. The thing is, like, I'm the one who thought of the idea of Wall-E. I just didn't have the bag to put it fully together. But I had the vision of Wall-E, right? I broke down everything I wanted for Wall-E to be, and then it was made. So,
sight and part courage. While a polymath masters many fields, a visionary sees beyond existing systems entirely. They introduce ideas that seem impossible until they change everything. Visionaries connect the dots between science, society, and spirit. They see what others miss, then take the leap to build it. This level of intelligence often comes with risk. Visionaries challenge norms, face rejection, and endure doubt, but they persist, powered by belief and boldness. Their thinking shapes industries, movements, and history itself. Visionary intelligence isn't just about being smart. It's about using that brilliance to bend the future. Transcendent.
I would love an example, though.
Transcendent intelligence is the highest level of all. At this point,
I've never heard of someone being described as transcendent levels of intelligence.
Intelligence stops being about answers. It becomes about awareness. These minds don't just connect dots. They question the dots themselves. They see through ego, through systems.
They don't just connect the dots. They look at the atoms. They break down the atoms themselves.
Through thought. They sense patterns in human nature, cycles in consciousness, illusions in identity. Think Buddha, Jung, Socrates. Visionaries who
I don't know who Jung is. So now we have to look up who that is. Jung. But he just said Jung. Like, there's too many Jongs out there. You can't just say Jung. I need a last name or something.
Think Buddha, Jung.
Jung, I mean.
Socrates.
Jung. Who's Jung? Carl Jung? From Switzerland? Who is psychiatrist, the founder of analytical psychology, a school of thought that expanded on Sigmund's. He introduced key concepts like collective unconsciousness shared by all humans, containing universal. Oh man, yeah, that's a smart guy right there. I'm not reading that.
Visionaries who didn't just know, they understood why we crave knowing. Transcendent intelligence isn't shiny, it's quiet, still, often mistaken for madness, because it threatens everything we build our sense of self on. These people don't dominate, they dissolve, they guide without pushing. At this level, intelligence stops serving the self. It starts serving truth.
I'll always be serving, so I can never be a transcendent. Like, I'm always serving. You're not gonna stop me from serving. I don't know about that one. How you dissolve by being smart? I think it means like dissolve as in like your brain plasticity starts dissolving into everyone else around you and they start being on the same wavelength. That's what I think.
I'll be making more videos like this soon.
Okay, so that's very like I definitely think I'm 100% within the genius realm because polymath is just like it's too much. I don't feel like doing all that, so I'm definitely a strict genius. That's why I be feeling so isolated and why I just be getting so pissed off because like no one can keep up with me type. You know what I'm saying? You know, because anytime I look in the mirror, I swear, like standing beside me in the mirror, I see Einstein. So I think that's also why I feel so connected to genius because I'm pretty sure that's where he labeled Einstein at. So hey. That's just me though. Wonderful video plain in paint. Oh, I'm not supposed to be here. Okay. Now we have pointless school rules. Everything valuable is just a lie. Nice people who snapped in history. I think, which one do we want to do? Let's do pointless school rules. Let's see. What is bro talking about? See, that's what I'm talking about right there. Like, my level of genius, y'all can't keep up, and that is the problem. That's the problem. That's what this all comes back to. Having to dumb myself down, you know? Pointless school rules.
This year, the genius lawmakers in Texas had the brilliant idea to completely ban phones in school. Of all the useless rules that we have to follow in school, this one might actually take the cake. Personal telecommunication devices may not be used at any time during the school day. This includes classrooms, passing periods, restrooms, at lunch, or in any other common areas on campus.
I don't know how much I hate that. I don't know, cause I can imagine, cause like when I was in school back in the day, you know, like 2010, like we were creeping in on our phones. So I can only imagine now, like people are really on their phones all the time. I can really imagine like people has their phone in their desk just scrolling on their phone. So I don't think that's that big of a deal.
Basically, get ready to bring your PSPs, 3DSs, Game Boys, and of course your game.com.
But that's what they're saying, like don't bring anything. That's the point.
To school. Bro, what is that? My mom teaches high school, and she was telling me the other day how she supported the ban, saying that phones are a distraction. I was like, Mom, banning phones isn't gonna magically make students start paying attention. Kids who don't want to pay attention are always going to find ways to distract themselves. You know how I know that?
Yes, but if you make it harder for them to distract themselves, it makes them more inclined to pay attention. It's easy for everyone to get distracted by a phone. You take that phone away, now they find a different way to distract themselves without disturbing other people, and that's a lot harder. So I don't.
Because I was one of those kids. Back when I was in middle school in the ancient year of 2018, my school instituted a phone ban because the students in my school were scoring the lowest of any middle school in the district on average.
Jesus.
Yeah, it was pretty ghetto. But the administrators thought if we ban phones, they'll have nothing left to do but pay attention in their classes. Now, back in middle school, I never paid attention in class. Not because I was a bad student, but because I was one of the few good students in my grade. But the material was so boring and stuff that I already knew that I'd rather be playing Jetpack Joyride on my phone or sending
just like that video we just watched about like levels of intelligence. Like he's literally like so smart that everything felt slow to him. It's literally the exact video we just watched.
Dog filter Snapchats to my friends, then relearn the Pythagorean theorem for the 40th time. But after the phone ban came, no more Jetpack Joyride, no more dog filters. I had to sit in class as my teacher droned on in the front. Have you ever gotten so genuinely bored that you start tearing up? That happened to me multiple times after the ban, listening to these mundane concepts that I already knew. And the dumbest part is, all of the bad students didn't magically start paying attention and getting A's. They just became more disruptive in class and started acting out more because they didn't have their phone to keep them occupied. It was literally a loss for everyone. Luckily, once I got to high school...
Do you have any like thing to prove that? Like, did you go back and check your middle school's overall production, and if it was any improvement? Because I wouldn't be surprised if there was a little edge. Like, you know what I'm saying? You got that little 2% bump. I wouldn't be surprised.
School, I was free from that stupidity, but this year it's back for everyone. I was at the gym the other day talking to a guy who goes to the high school I graduated from about the phone ban, and he was telling me that it sucks. He says that school is way more boring and isolating now because he can't communicate with his friends unless they're literally in the same vicinity of him. Also, everyone just goes to their cars during lunch so they can...
They're like, man, how did y'all deal with this in the 90s, in the early 2000s? How did y'all go through school with no phones? Y'all talk to y'all classmates? Like, come on, bro. It's not that bad. It's really not that bad, bro. It's not that bad, bro. That just lets you know, like, we have a problem as a society. We have a chronic problem. We can't put the phone down.
Finally go on their phones. Is that really better than the way that it was before? I mean, I don't disagree that phones can be distracting in school, but I think outright banning them from campus doesn't fix anything for students or teachers. Banning phones makes almost as little sense as super soaker attack drills, if you catch my drift. First off, the fact that these even exist is insane to me. Super soaker attacks have gotten so prevalent in school that we literally need a drill for it, yet lawmakers think banning phones is a bigger priority. But the drills themselves are literally the dumbest thing I've ever heard in my life. Oh, someone has a super soaker on campus. Let's all hide in the same corner of the classroom. That way, when they burst through the door, we can make it easy for them. Listen, I'm not telling you what to do, but if someone brought a super soaker to campus when I was in school, I am booking it off campus.
So the problem with booking it off campus is that you could get mistaken as the perpetrator, and you could be the one who got shot. You know what I mean? It's in the same realm of, let's say everyone had a gun, right? Let's say you're in the park, everyone carries a gun, and one person shoots someone else. So everyone's like, oh, let me defend myself by using my gun. Now everyone has their gun out and nobody knows who the perpetrator is. It's kind of like, that's what I see. It's a way to split yourself away from who the perpetrator could be. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I'm like, I understand the school drill isn't the most effective, but literally, what else would you do in a school drill? Like, let's think about it. You can't just say, oh, everyone, let's leave the class and run. That makes you an easy target. It also would confuse anybody else who's trying to help the situation, right? Should you all not be in the same corner? Maybe, but you have to also think that person who's coming in the school, he does not know when every class is going to be filled, right? So there could be an off chance that a certain class could be empty, and they're like, maybe it actually is empty because classes aren't filled all the time. Certain classes go during certain periods. So I don't think there's a better way, to be honest, for a school drill. I don't think there's a better way. It's just the only option we have isn't that good.
As quickly as possible, preferably with 2 or 3 of my homies. That way we have a fighting chance if we run into the guy. I am not
We have a fighting chance against the gun, mind you. I want to run with 3 friends because we might have a fighting chance against the gun. Oh my gosh.
Around in a campus,
and apparently there might be police waiting outside. That's also true. Like there's a lot of variables, and when you think about these situations in a singular person standpoint, and not like in schools there could be thousands of people in a school, when you break it down to only a singular person, it sounds like it's very easy and something simple to solve. But when you have hundreds of other people to account for, it's not that simple.
Being target practice in the corner of a room. The weird thing is, the longer I was in school, the more I felt like a super soaker attack was a real possibility. Like my senior year, it got to the point where I was like, okay, just gotta make it to October. Okay, now it's October, just make it to January.
Yeah.
Okay, now that's January. Yeah. Like, please let me just make it to March. And eventually,
and that's just the thing now. Like now, every if you go in school in America, you go to school knowing like, hey, someone might actually pull up. And then people be joking about it so much that you don't know who's actually making a joke or who's being for real.
It was just, okay, please let me make it to the end of graduation and I'm free. And even at the graduation ceremony, I was looking around like, please God, let me survive this. I want to make out with at least one girl in a college dorm before I die. And I survived and proceeded to make out with a girl in a college dorm, so Appreciate that, G. But yeah, the drills, they gotta go. They're clearly there to give off the illusion of safety without accomplishing anything, just like wearing ID badges. They started enforcing this sometime when I was in high school, and it literally might be the most useless thing we were ever forced to do. Teachers were like, we need to identify everyone on campus in case of an event of danger. And it's like, bitch, what is an ID gonna do to stop anything? The only thing wearing IDs accomplished was ruining every fit you wore and being hella itchy around.
Do any of y'all have IDs? Do any of y'all have to rock IDs?
Your neck. Plus, whatever printer they used to make our IDs was the most incompetent piece of technology ever, because everyone who had brown skin just turned out orange, and I was out here getting roasted by my friends because this racist broken ass machine. I can't think of a single legitimate argument for enforcing IDs other than giving students a tool to cut up their Kool-Aid with whenever they snort it. Being forced to wear IDs annoyed me a little bit, but it was nothing compared to taking final exams. I'm in university now, and final exams make sense for college courses because the entire course is based around like 3 exams. But back in high school, it felt like it was just this AIDS monster that was hanging over you the entire semester. Like, I would do so much work on the in-class assignments, homework, quizzes, tests throughout the semester, but then 20% of my grade would be the final exam. So if you bombed that test, your grade could go from a 97 to an 85 real quick. The
97 to an 85. But if you were like really that locked in, like the final test is a breeze though. You know what I mean? Like if you were really locked in though,
worst was in classes like history and psychology that were all memorizing terms and dates. Cause whenever we took the unit tests, I would spend the entire night before cramming, memorizing as many terms as possible, take the test, and then forget everything immediately. Because that's how those tests are set up. They're not tests of understanding, they're tests of memorization. So by the time the final exams came around, I would essentially have to relearn everything by
how else are you gonna learn history though? Like, isn't history only like memorization? Like you have that's history. Like math you could figure out just by, I guess, looking at a problem. You're like, okay, this correlates with this. But as memorization is basically smarts, to be honest.
Myself in the days leading
up. How good can you remember this? And then you have to continue off of your memory. So
to it, Crash Course History came in clutch more times than I can remember. The worst part is final exams are a district policy, because I had a friend who lived the city over and he didn't have to do any final exams throughout high school at all. All y'all,
wow, that's crazy.
From Frisco, Texas. First off, some of you are actual degens, I'm not gonna lie. And second off, you don't realize how lucky you were that you didn't have to do final exams in high school. That was just a looming pressure that was constantly there in the back of my mind. The only time I didn't take final exams was second semester of my senior year, because there was this policy where any senior who had above an 85 in an AP class was exempt from taking the exam. But it's not like we could go home or hang out with our friends. Everyone who was exempt from the exam had to sit in the gym during the time period that they would be taking the exam, which made literally no sense. But on the last day of school during my senior year, when they finally let us out of the gym, me and my friends and some other students all went to Krispy Kreme because they had this special where they were giving out a free dozen donuts to every graduating student.
Yes, I remember that. It wasn't a dozen, we got 1 donut. I don't know how they gave y'all a dozen. We got a singular donut, but I remember that. How is he devouring these
out of the gym?
Donuts like
Me
this?
and my friends and some other students went to Krispy Kreme because they had this special where they were giving out a free dozen donuts to every graduating student. Shout out to Krispy Kreme for that. That's a big G move. So we all went to Krispy Kreme and the workers were handing out donuts to all of us. And then one of the kids in our group, and for some reason I will always remember this, he walks up to the counter and says, "Don't you want to check my ID to make sure that I'm actually graduating?" And then he pulls out his school ID and shows it to the worker without them even asking. Something about that really
was that not like, are they on reset? Was that not unironically them doing
me
it?
off, and
Like,
for whatever reason, I still frequently think about it. Anyways, those were some annoying school rules that I had to follow. I'm sure your schools have some really pointless ones that you have to follow.
I'm not really mad at some of the rules that he was upset about. To be honest, like phone bans, I mean, there was life before phones. If you're in class, how much does being on your phone really help you in class? You know, besides distracting you, like that's all it's there is literally just a distraction. We need to fix attention spans. That's what really the problem is. The attention spans needs to be fixed. The school shooting drills, I don't think there's many ways to have a better school shooting drill. There's not that many options. There really isn't, because what you have to stay in the classroom. So what else would you do besides try to block the door in the classroom, make it look like y'all are not there? There's nothing else you can do. Came in with the spam, man. Let's time you out. The test thing, I don't know. I think tests, you can give a good or bad reason for tests. I don't think it's that big of a deal either or though. You know, I mean, you have to take a test in almost anything in life. So I think it's just preparing you for that. Like, no matter how much you study, for everything you do, like you need you need to pass the test. So I think it's preparing you for that in life. So I don't think having the end of the year test is that big of a deal, because that is real. If you could study 6 months for an exam for you want to get your, I don't know, real estate license or something, and you choke on that test, like none of the studying matters. So I don't think that's that big of a deal either. But hey, regardless, Roddy, thank you for the video. Oh, Yo-Yo's here. That's unfortunate. Yeah, let's go silent because Yo-Yo's here. We're not even about to communicate with anything over there.
Yeah, I fuck a lot of fat chicks every day. What can I say? Yeah, I fuck a lot of fat chicks every day. Yeah, what can I say? Yeah, I fuck them real good and I fuck them real bad. Yeah, I love fucking fat chicks. It's not a fad. Yeah, I love fucking fat chicks every day. Yeah, what can I say?
Okay. Now that Yo-Yo's gone. Yo-Yo's gone. Someone was spamming grown man with the awulala. Bro. You are 6'8". You bench 315. I'm just naming off your stats, bro. And you avoid squatting. You're a profuse body lifter and you avoid squatting because you don't want your butt to get too fat. So don't talk to me about my bottle when you avoid hitting legs because you're afraid of someone coming to grip those cheeks after they get plumped out. Like, leave me alone. Lord forbid I have a bottle. Got Mr. Plump Cheeks over here. Oh, you have a bottle? Why do you have that bottle? Okay, Plumpy. Put on some tights. What are we talking about, bro? I know Little Nightmare 3's demo came out. I have that downloaded. I think I want to give that a play. Cause that's one of the few games like I'm actually excited for. Granted, I did forget like all about it, but like every time I'm reminded Little Nightmares is coming out, you know. Yo-Yo just said something about Bin Laden in chat. Hey Twitch, get him out of here. I need a week ban. I need a week suspension. Get him out. Right, get him out. Please and thank you. Plumpy needs to take them thick cheeks and take them for a week break. He needs to recalibrate the mind. Please and thank you. Please and thank you, Twitch. Please and thank you. Have this gnat in my room reminding me of Yo-Yo, just all in my face, keep popping up. Goodness. Hey, Chad, do y'all know how long the Little Nightmares demo is? Let me see. Little Nightmare 3 demo. Length. About 30 minutes. All right. Do I use OBS? No, I actually use Yo-Yo's Fat Butts Reflection to get all my camera quality. So if you're ever looking at the camera, you're like, oh my goodness, this is looking crispy. Thank Yo-Yo's butt. I'm about to go use the potty room. And then when I get back, we're going to play Little Nightmares 3. Yeah. Gla-ta-ta, fa-fa-fa. Okay, we're about to play Little Nightmares 3 demo. So let me get that pulled up. Okay. Okay. Today we're playing Little Nightmares 3 demo. If you don't know what Little Nightmares is, you're lost. I'm not explaining the game to you. You should have been caught up on some peak. All right. Let's go. Got the controller ready. Super massive games? Whoa. Okay, what are the size of those games? Super massive? Here we go. I'm locked in and ready to load. Loading this game up just made my PC like the fans sped up like crazy. Oh my gosh. Thought a vacuum was going off. It's okay, so we're lost in the desert. So I'm trying to remember. I need to remember the name of these characters. I need to remember the name of the characters, dog. I might have to. Nope. I have to take a gameplay break. Whoa. Frames lagging? Game lagging? It's kinda skippy. Okay, well, you know what that means. Gotta play this game off stream. Yeah, it's skipping around. Okay, I have to play that off stream. I'm gonna definitely play that when stream's over. I'm not about to deal with that though. Shout out to my internet, dog. Shout out to my internet that it sucks. Regardless, something you live and learn. We're about to move on to this. 6 mono. What? No, that's not what their name was. Hold up. 6 in mono. Like, who are you talking about? Let's see. Oh my god! Yeah, you cooked. You cooked, buddy. You're cooked! Don't try me! I'm Doug! So I made okay. So we have Doug, obviously. I obviously knew that yellow coat is Doug. Main character is Doug, right? I need to know the name of Little Nightmares 2. Come on. Coin! Thank you! It's Coin and Doug. Thank you, bro. Needed that. It's Coin and Doug. Need to make sure I got that down for later. Oh my goodness. Whew. Here we go. More nice people who snapped in history.
Just a reminder, videos from here will be voiced by someone else until I get back. See you again in a few months.
All right,
today we're covering more stories from his.
Where is he going? Like, where is he? Few months. Where is he going, bro?
History when normal people were pushed to
deployed?
their limit.
Like, what's happening?
And finally snapped. Maria Oktrobeskaya. It's 1925, and a 20-year-old woman named Maria meets and falls in love with a handsome Soviet army cadet named Ilya Oktyabrsky. They quickly get married
Octobersky.
and set out to make a life together in the city of Kiev.
Gotcha.
Maria loves her husband dearly, and she does everything she can to become a good military wife. She joins the Military Wives Council and even trains to become a nurse in the army. She proudly tells everyone she knows, marry a serviceman and you serve in the army. And Ilya appreciates the effort. As her husband rose through the ranks in the military, their lives became better and better, and they spent 14 wonderful years together as husband and wife. But everything changes in 1939 when World War II breaks out in Europe, and by 1941, the Soviet Union had officially joined the war. Ilya, now an officer, is sent off to the front lines, and as the Germans begin their invasion eastward with
every single day, your heart is in the gutter because you have no clue if your lover is alive. Every single day, it's just like
Operation Barbarossa. Maria is evacuated to Siberia. There, she patiently waits for a letter from her husband, but nothing comes. Weeks turn to months, that turn to years, and finally in 1943, she receives the news she had been dreading the whole time. Ilya was killed in action at the outbreak of the war, defending their home city of Kiev. Maria is just
waiting years for. That's what I'm talking about. Like, you don't even know. You won't even know.
Destroyed. The news of his death had
What
taken
did she
2
do?
years to reach her. The hope she had desperately clung to was all for nothing. Instead of sinking into depression, Maria becomes enraged and is quickly consumed by thoughts of revenge. The Germans had taken everything, her life, her home, and now her beloved husband. They must pay. She sells all of her remaining possessions and donates all the money she has to the Red Army to build a T-34 tank. With her donation, she writes a letter demanding that when the tank is built, she will be the one to drive it.
did
Surprisingly,
that happen?
the State Defense Committee agreed to this.
Wait, hold on. So she went to the state, said, hey, I want a tank built with my money and I want to drive. And they went, excellent idea. No, that's crazy. That's crazy. Hold on. I forgot I need to post on the live channel. I'll give you a second. Yo, that's insane. Dun up. Oh, wait till I fall out. I'm about to bow out. Why oh we fall out? Okay, here we go.
And Maria is soon enrolled in a 5-month training program as her tank was being built.
Okay.
Upon her
How long
graduation,
does it take
she's
to build a
posted
tank?
to the 26th Guards Tank Brigade, and when her tank is completed, she is assigned as its driver and mechanic. In memory of her husband,
fire.
she has the words "fighting girlfriend" printed on her tank's turret. Oh man, I'm so excited to finally see her
I
tank.
thought she was.
We should
I
name
thought
it
they
something.
were married. Okay.
Cool, like the Widowmaker or the Red Ham.
Widowmaker?
You gotta be fucking kidding me. Her
The
crew thinks this
Widowmaker?
is a joke or some kind of red.
The Widowmaker is kind of hard. You know, I'm a pacifist, but the Widowmaker is kind of hard.
Army publicity stunt. They can't believe they're gonna be stuck in a tank with some middle-aged woman driving them around. But Maria soon proves all of her doubters wrong. On October 21st, 1943, hostilities break out near Smolensk, and the fighting girlfriend is deployed into its first battle. Maria skillfully pilots her tank, and she and her crew successfully destroy a string of German machine gun nests and artillery positions.
she was cheering
As she
the
pushes
whole time.
onwards, her tank comes under heavy fire, and a shell
And she ate
disables
that?
one of her tank treads, stranding them in the middle of the
did eat
battle.
it.
Disregarding orders, Maria rushes out to fix the issue. The Germans see her and unleash a torrent of gunfire at her position.
No way she
She
survived
fixes
that.
the treads, jumps back into the tank, and drives away, saving her crew and earning their complete trust. After this battle, she is promoted to the rank of sergeant.
What?
A month later, on November 17th, the fighting girlfriend joins a night battle against a German position.
Does she survive, guys? Do y'all think she survives, or do y'all think she dies in war? I think she dies in war because I think she don't care about nothing right now because everything was taken away from her. So I think she's putting everything on the line.
Near Novoye Selo in the Vitebsk region. Maria's tank comes under heavy artillery fire, and once
it stops
again,
working.
an explosion takes out its tracks.
This time she gets
She
out
and a
and she
fellow
gets shot.
crewman leave the tank to repair the treads while their comrades provide cover fire from the turret. They're able to fix it and rejoin the battle. 2 months later, in January of 1944, Maria and her crew join another night battle near the village of Krinki. She skillfully drives her tank into position, and the fighting girlfriend opens fire and takes out a string of German defenses on the front line. For a third time, their treads are knocked out by an artillery shell.
Okay, so at what point do they update the treads? At what point do they say, hey, there's something going on with the treads, we need to fix it?
And again, without concern for her own safety, Maria leaps out to repair it. Under a storm of enemy fire, she once again manages to repair the issue. But this time, her luck runs out.
Yeah,
Just as she is about to re-enter the tank, explosions erupt all around her. She's hit in the head by shell fragments and is knocked to the ground unconscious. Her crew members drag her into safety and retreat from the battlefield. She remained in a coma for 2 months until she ultimately passed away from her injuries. Her tour of vengeance had lasted just 1 year. Though her time in the war was short, Maria was posthumously made a hero of the Soviet Union, a distinction equivalent to the Medal of Honor.
Can we work on these tank treads though? Like how many times were they getting shot out and no one was like, hey, let's reform these before next battle.
Francois Loloane. Okay, this guy is probably not what I would consider nice, but he definitely did snap, and it was one of the most extreme crash outs in history. In 1630, a boy named Jean-David Now was born in Les Sables d'Olonne in France. His family is dirt poor, so as soon as he is old enough, he is sold off into indentured servitude, and eventually...
I thought they were going to be like, they would left the country and they moved somewhere. Nope, he was sold. They raised him to sell him as a slave. Yeah.
Finds himself in the Caribbean working on a plantation. There, he fulfills his obligations and is released in 1650. Finally a free man, he wanders from island to island and eventually makes his way to French-controlled Saint-Domingue, an area in modern-day Haiti on the island of Hispaniola.
You ever think about how when they used to make out in the 1600s, they weren't brushing their teeth, so they were all just sharing gingivitis, cavities, and spitting blood in each other's mouths because none of them had properly washed teeth? You ever think about that? Like they were tonguing each other down, they were spitting each other's mouth, and like they were spitting, it would just be black yuck because they don't brush their teeth. Well, since you never thought about it then, you thought about it now.
There, he finds and is welcomed into a group of buccaneers. These men were originally hunters who had gained their nickname from the boucan smoking racks they would use to smoke the wild game they would catch. But by the 1650s, increasing Spanish pressure on Hispaniola...
Dog, you cannot tell. Bro, look at this. I think I'm watching back shots right now. I took my eyes off it for 2 seconds and I'm seeing eyes coming out the...
wild game they would catch. But by the 1650s, increasing Spanish pressure on Hispaniola had made hunting more and more difficult, and they were slowly forced to turn to crime and piracy to survive.
Okay.
Amongst this crew of hunters turned pirates, Jean finds the family he had been searching for his entire life. They give him the name Francois Loloane,
so he's a
the
pirate,
French
which
guy
means he's
from
not a
Olonne,
nice person.
and he learns their ways of both hunting and pirating. For the first time, Francois feels alive. He's treated like an equal, and together with his new family, they go out on raids, hijacking Spanish ships throughout the Caribbean. Everything was great.
This guy was definitely not a nice guy. Okay, I think I've seen enough to say, not a nice guy.
Till he lost everything again. 2 years into his new pirate life, Francois and his crew find themselves shipwrecked on the Yucatan Peninsula. While walking towards town to get supplies, they're ambushed by Spanish soldiers, and though the Buccaneers try to fight back, it is a massacre. Only Francois manages to survive by smearing himself with the blood of his friends and hiding amongst their dead bodies. When the Spanish soldiers leave, Francois crawls out from under the lifeless bodies of his friends, and he turns to look at their mangled and contorted remains. The only people who had ever shown him kindness were
pirates,
all
by the
dead.
way.
And in this moment,
They were pirates, so it was
something
like,
inside Francois
it's not
snaps.
surprising.
The world had been nothing but cruel to him, and now he will return the favor. With the help of some escaped slaves, Francois rows a tiny rowboat back to Tortuga, a buccaneer sanctuary island. There, he is given a new ship and quickly recruits a new crew to enact his revenge against the Spanish. Instead of robbing ships, Francois targets and begins terrorizing Spanish towns and settlements throughout the
You see what I'm saying? Like, this guy is not a good guy. He's attacking randoms.
Caribbean. Consumed with hatred, he brutally tortures and kills everyone he finds before taking their riches.
Oh my
This
gosh.
catches the attention of the Spanish administrators in the area, and the governor of Cuba sends a ship of 90 soldiers to Tortuga to capture Francois. This expedition ends in complete disaster as Francois and his buccaneers capture the crew. As the bound Spanish soldiers are brought onto his ship and lined up, Francois stares with hate in his eyes and menacingly sharpens his sword. One by one, he personally beheads 89 of the 90 soldiers and
then he
gives
sends
the
the last
lone
one back?
spared survivor a message for the governor of Cuba.
Yeah.
I shall never henceforward give quarter to any Spaniard whatsoever, and I have great hopes I shall execute on your own person the
And he's listening to him like, what are you saying? I don't speak that language. What are you saying? I don't understand.
very same punishment I have done upon them you sent against me.
Francois continued to terrorize Spanish ships and settlements and quickly became infamous
He
for
had
the
a-
Francois continued to terrorize Spanish
A shish kebab of bodies is so cuckoo for Cocoa Puff.
ships and settlements and quickly became infamous for the horrific forms of torture he would inflict on anyone his men captured. He would cut pieces of flesh off of his victims, burn them alive, and perhaps his piece de resistance. He would tie a thick rope around his victims' necks and tighten it until their eyes popped out. He took no prisoners, preferring to torture and kill everyone he encountered, leaving just one survivor each time to tell the tale. In 1666, Francois joined forces with another infamous buccaneer named Michel Le Basque, and together they raided the city of Maracaibo. When they discovered that most of the townspeople
assuming at
had
this
hidden
point
their
he
gold
probably
and
does
fled
speak
before they
Spanish.
got there, he sent his men out to track them down and tortured them until they handed over all the
And
wealth. in the
they're not even doing nothing either, by the way. They're literally just people. It's like if someone just started just raiding your town. Yes, your town. And just started killing everyone.
city. They then moved on to the town of Gibraltar, where despite being outnumbered,
Oh
they
my
massacred
gosh.
its entire garrison. They take the townspeople hostage and announce to the Spanish officials that they're holding the city ransom. This ransom is quickly paid, which annoys Francois, so he
What?
ransacks the city anyway. In his final act on this particular expedition, he plunders the native fishing villages in the area and sets their huts on
Hey,
fire.
yo,
which
someone needs
seems
to stop
complete-
Francois. Like, how is he still going? There's no way he has this much anger in his heart. I don't even think he's motivated by anger no more. He just gets off to it. This is what he does. This is what he likes. This is what fills him up with joy.
Completely unnecessary since they weren't even Spanish, but I guess was still completely
They weren't even Spanish.
in character for this guy. In 1667, Francois gathers another crew and sets out on an expedition to Honduras. After pillaging a coastal
He's just-
town, his crew's
He's literally just going and killing people. Like, there's no...
ambushed by Spanish soldiers, and he barely escapes with 2 hostages. They make it to a clearing, and he turns on his
gone
prisoners and slowly draws his sword.
I think he's out of here now.
Wait,
Yeah, I actually do.
what are you doing? Oh God, stop!
He's
Show me how to get out of here, or I'll do the same to you.
He wasn't a nice guy who snapped, bro. He was sick. At no point in life he was a nice guy. Not a single time in his lifetime was he nice.
Holy shit! The prisoner helps Francois reach San Pedro, but from here on out, his luck seems to have run out. His future expeditions into Central America all end in disaster, and he is nearly killed multiple times by natives in the area. He is finally caught by the Guna people in Panama, who cut him to pieces alive and then roasted the remains of his body until it was ash. These days, more people probably know of the anime character that—
Thank you, the guy who is too cool for school, who wants to shoot up and pew pew. There's no way Zoro is inspired by
was named after him than Francois Lalone himself, but he will forever be an anime character that was named body until it was ash. These days, more people probably know of the anime character that was named after him than
the anime character that was named after him? Zoro was named after Roronoa Zoro? He was named after They act nothing alike!
Francois Lalone himself, but he will forever
But he was a pirate killer. And Francis, he's a pirate who kills. They're not the same.
He remembered as one of the most terrifying buccaneers of the time period. Henry Barry Lowry. It's April 12th, 1861, and 16-year-old Henry Lowry sprints across his father's farm, laughing as he tries to escape his brothers. The Lowry family are Lumbee, members of a North Carolina indigenous tribe, and they have lived in Robeson County for generations.
North Carolina, 1860s. This is not gonna go well.
Eking out a simple living farming their land next to the swamp.
This isn't about to work.
But little did they know their world is about to change forever. At that exact moment, off in South Carolina, Confederate guns fire on Fort Sumter, and the American Civil War had begun. The Confederate Army begins forcibly conscripting young Lumbee men to build forts. The working conditions are horrible, and many Lumbee die of disease. Upon hearing about the awful conditions, and also not wanting to fight for a country that does not consider them as equals, many of the Lowry men begin to hide out in the swamp nearby. The war drags on, and their food and supplies begin to run out, and now they're beginning to starve. So, Henry begins to lead some of his relatives into town to steal from the wealthiest plantations in the area.
Robin Hood, baby.
Unsurprisingly, these guys do not like this one bit. Rumors soon begin to swirl around the town that the Lowrys are helping escaped Union soldiers and sheltering them in the swamp. And in response, the local elites decide that the Lumbees need to be taught a lesson.
No.
In 1864, the Confederate postmaster James P. Barnes accuses the Lowrys of stealing 2 of his hogs. He knows that a jury of local elites won't trust these free people of color, and this would almost certainly lead to their executions. Allen Lowry, the head of the family and Henry's dad, pleads with Barnes that he knows his family would never do anything like that. But Barnes doesn't want to hear it. He tells Allen he wants to go to the police, and Henry, who had listened to the whole conversation, watches his father slump in defeat as Barnes walks away. Henry's 19 now, and has learned through the war that the Lumbee will never be treated fairly by these men. So, on the night of December 21st, 1864, Henry takes his rifle and finds Barnes walking home and blocks the postmaster's path. Seeing Henry's rifle, Barnes holds his hands up as if to say he doesn't want any trouble. But Henry has already made his decision. This man had threatened his father, and so he raises his rifle, takes aim, and shoots Barnes square in the chest. In the blink of an eye, Henry is now a murderer.
How do we know that the guy he shot said that though? You know what I'm saying? Like, how do we know that the guy in the chat, the guy he shot, said that though? I just say it, like, there's only one witness.
Law. But if this is what it takes to protect his family, so be it. With his last breath, Barnes shouts out, "The Lowrys have killed me!" Which was pretty much the worst thing that could happen when you murder a guy in a small town.
That is.
Henry's plan of quietly taking care of business completely backfires, but without any direct proof that he was a shooter, he escapes arrest.
That kind of explains
all
how
of the prominent plantation families are enraged and want the Lumbees taken care of. And to carry out their form of justice, they call on one of the most infamous groups in American history. Made up primarily of wealthy men who had bribed their way out of serving in the war, the Home Guard was originally formed to protect citizens and help with local conscription. However, by 1864, they had devolved into Confederate thugs drunk with power. Spurred by the murder of Barnes, they ride into Robeson County and begin harassing random Lumbees just to try to get a rise out of one of the Lowry men. The worst of the Home Guard is a man named James Brantley Harris, who begins assaulting Lumbee women. When Harris is warned to stop or face the consequences,
They
he
get
laughs and
blitzed.
shoots and kills
Yep, they get
Jarman
blitzed.
Lowry, one of Henry's cousins.
Yep,
Jarman's
you touch
brothers,
the
who
Lowry,
are
it's over. It's over. They touched the Lowry. It's over.
conscripted to build forts for the Confederates, return home to mourn their brother. But Harris finds them and has them arrested. He says he'll escort the boys back to the fort to resume their work. But once out of
They
town,
didn't go to the
he
fort.
beats them to death
He did
and
not- I
claims
was about
that
to say,
he
they
only
did not
acted
go
in
to the fort.
self-defense. The courts do nothing, and Harris is a free man. Henry cannot take the injustice. 3 of his cousins have been murdered by the Home Guard.
Come on, Henry.
They can't keep getting away with this. So, a few days later, on January 15th,
This is like-
1865,
wasn't it December? It's
Henry
like a
picks
month
up his
later?
rifle again and waits along a dirt road for Harris.
Oh, he's
After
camping.
hours of waiting, Harris finally appears in his buggy, and as he passes Henry, the proud Lumbee points his rifle and fires.
Out of there.
Harris is shot dead, and Henry has again doled out his own form
goodness.
of justice. He thinks
Killing
things are
someone
now
that's spitting on
settled,
him is
and
crazy.
he can quietly return to his life in the swamp as an
It's not
outlaw.
about to happen.
But the act of killing one of the Home Guard was
That's not
not
about to
something that would be so easily overlooked. And it would cause a retaliation so severe that it would turn Henry from just an outlaw to a nightmare for the local elites. On March
How do they
3rd,
know
a
Henry
group
did it,
of the
though?
Confederate Home Guard raids Henry's father's farm. Henry stares from his hiding place while they trample his crops and search through the house. They find firearms that free people of color were forbidden from owning. Alan
now
Lowry
he's
frantically tries to explain, but the Home Guard are not interested.
He's out
They
there.
drag Henry's father and brother out of the house, and a kangaroo court is quickly gathered out in the open.
Kangaroo?
They are convicted of thievery. The Home Guard brings them to the back of the farm, ties them up, and shoots them, while Henry watches, powerless.
Come on.
The Confederates smiled proudly at their work. They turn and leave, and Henry rushes to his father and brother, but there's nothing he can do. As he sits there with their lifeless bodies, Henry vows that they will be avenged. He gathers his closest friends together, and they steal a massive stockpile of Confederate guns in Lumberton
How?
and quickly begin to conduct larger and larger
you just steal
heists
the
in the
weapons?
area. They specifically target the wealthiest plantations and begin giving food and supplies to the poor people in the area who are suffering the
Robin
most
Hood!
from the war. His notoriety grows, and he and his friends become known as the Lowry Gang. For 2 years, Henry and his gang never kill, but they continue to steal from the rich, and he gains 2 contrasting reputations in the process.
Never
A
kill?
hero amongst the poor and repressed, and a villainous outlaw to the rich elite. In April 1865, the South surrenders and the Civil War officially ends.
What does that mean for
Thinking
Henry?
the end of the war means a fresh start, Henry reemerges from the swamps and essentially disbands the Lowry Gang.
Henry really thought he was about to rob all those people for 2 years and no one was about to come after him, bro. You thought it was over? You thought it was... Come on, Henry.
But he soon finds that the
Come on,
plantation
Henry.
owners have no desire to let him off the hook for everything he had done to them, and they have him arrested
Be
at
for
his
real.
wedding. His new wife helps him break out of jail, but Henry realizes that his dream of moving on peacefully had
It's not gonna
always
happen.
been a pipe dream. He regathers the Lowry Gang, and they are done with pleasantries. In January
What did
1860,
he expect that he robbed him? It's like what? What? Did he stay in the same state as well? Like if he would have moved, I would be like, okay, he's out of there. They're not gonna go search for him. But if he's still in North Carolina, like I don't know how he expected just the people to let that slide.
1969, the Lowry Gang goes to the local sheriff's home to rob him, and this time they kill him in cold blood. They begin to hunt the most racist people in town, and they systematically execute them with no mercy.
Wow.
By 1870, the local police begin to catch and arrest some members of the Lowry Gang. So Henry goes and personally kills these officers too. Anyone who stands against
Oh, okay. So I thought he crashed the first time. We thought he crashed. No, he completely crashed now.
them is their enemy, even the law. A bounty is put on Henry's head for $2,000, wanted dead or alive.
$2,000 in 1870. How much is $2,000 in 1870 worth today? Around $50,000. 50K bounty.
This was one of the largest bounties in the county. But none of the poor in Robeson made any efforts to capture him, seeing Henry more as a hero than a villain. The police respond with an equal level of savagery and begin killing anyone even suspected of helping the Lowry gang.
Okay, so
and
now
Henry
it's
is
just a body
always
for
quick
body.
to return the favor. Henry continued to raid plantations and share
Henry
the loot with the poor in Robeson, and as hard as the
crazy.
authorities tried, the Lowry gang was simply always one step ahead. So in July, Francis Wishart, the new lead in the case against the Lowrys, stoops to the unthinkable. He orders the capture of the wives of the Lowry gang. As Wishart and his men are walking the wives to the train, Henry
I'm surprised they waited this long to get the wives. I'm gonna be honest.
orders a full-on attack. Shots are fired out from the swamp, and 6 of Wishart's men fall before he is able to escape with his hostages. On July 14th, Henry and a few of his lieutenants emerge from the swamp and appear at the estate of a powerful plantation owner. Henry and his men politely ask to be served breakfast, and the terrified family comply. After eating, Henry asks for some pen and paper. He scribbles a note and then hands it to the plantation owner and leaves with his men, thanking the family for the delicious meal. When the gang leaves, the family nervously opens the note, and they are chilled to the bone upon reading it.
What did it say?
The bloodiest times will be here than ever was before if their
The bloodiest times will be here than what? If their wives are not released in 3 days. Interesting. Okay, so is this when Henry
wives are not released
is this when
in
it's over for
3
Henry?
days.
The countdown has begun, and now the local elites begin to beg Wishart to release the Lumbee wives, but he refuses. 3 days pass, and as promised, Henry kills 2 more townspeople, and the promise of future violence terrifies all of the citizens of Robeson County so much that a group of them releases the wives of the Lowry gang without even consulting
Don't tell boss.
Wishart. The government raises the bounty on Henry's head to $12,000.
12? What is $12,000 in the 1870 worth today? Hold on. $295,000. Wow.
Which is about $300,000 in today's money. Bounty hunters try to pry information out of the poor people in town, but nobody is willing to talk. Sensing the increasing pressure, Henry calls his gang together, and they decide the time has come to plan one final job. On February 16th.
Or y'all could disband and move to a different state. Leave, Henry!
1872.
You're already up!
They steal $22,000 from the Pope and McLeod store in Lumberton.
That's like $600K.
The biggest heist they ever pulled off. This time, the spoils from this heist were not shared with the community, and in fact, this is the last anyone ever officially hears from Henry Barry Lowry.
Oh, they hit a lick!
He disappears from history, leaving behind nothing but rumors. Some say he accidentally shot himself cleaning his gun. Some say he ran west and lived out the rest of his days on the frontier. Only 2 things can be confirmed since his disappearance. His wife never remarries or discloses what she thinks happened to him.
Oh, he never got back with his wife?
And no one ever claims the $12,000 bounty on his head.
Yo, Henry. Dog, just send me a message, dog. I know you still around. What was that? You were probably like 20 in 1870. Yeah, I know you still around, bro. Send me a message. You gotta let me know what happened. You gotta let me know what happened, bro. Like, how did you, like, how like, what happened, bro? Let me know, please. My number is always available to you, Henry. Golly, he's dead. In my heart, he not. In my heart, he not, bro. Stop. Stop it, bro. Stop it, bro. He probably like 200 years old. He got exactly. That's what I'm saying. Knowing Henry, he's still moving, bro. He's still moving. He's still putting in work. In fact, stop doubting Henry like he like one of y'all though. I think that's what's happening. Y'all think Henry is like you. Henry is different. Henry is different. Amazing video series history. Like, why y'all? I just like y'all letting jealousy get to your mind, bro. That's what's happening. Y'all think y'all are like Henry, but y'all are nothing like Henry at all. Nothing like Henry. You can't do what Henry do. You can't be what Henry was. He was a hit. He was a killer, but he was also Robin Hood. Who was that pirate, bro? That pirate is crazy. That pirate was insane. Goodness, we have this. I have this video. We pranked America's most racist town. This is like it could be a hit. Let me move that to the front and do the front. We have a couple of like the most painful construction deaths. We have car crash. I feel like I would do just construction deaths. Which one? Yo, I wonder if Henry's on Instagram, bro. Y'all think Henry be on Instagram? Like, keep it a buck, guys. Keep it a buck. Do y'all think Henry be on Instagram, bro? Cause I feel like there could be a small chance that we could find Henry on Instagram, man. What do y'all think? What do y'all think? What do y'all think the likelihood of seeing Henry on Instagram is? I hope you get through some tough times. I'm glad I was able to help you, and I hope that you're through the tough times and you're not going through that no more. Most likely, that's what I'm saying. But also, another thing I'm saying is, I hope y'all have had a wonderful day. I hope y'all have a wonderful night. I hope y'all enjoyed this stream. I need to do that again. I hope you enjoy this stream. I hope y'all have had a wonderful day. I hope you have a wonderful night. Sleep tight. And please, do not let the bed bugs bite.
That's all, folks.
Yes. Yes. Oh. What? Yes. Yes. Ooh. Okay. Okay. I like the way that you move. I like the way that you groove. Put that nipple in my mouth.